There's nothing better than being praised by my cute cubs. There's nothing better than spending time with my cute cubs. For as long as you live, I will never let any of you go. Except for the 2 that died. Other than them, though, he just left us behind while he was saying he'd never let us go.
How nice!
That's why he's so amazing. Please. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that out loud. You cannot pay me enough to say that out loud. His word confused me, so I was just asking for clarification. I mean, it's possible. Say it, coward. I don't want to, but please lick me some more, Daddy. Ugh. Chat, you all owe me. You all owe me a lot. I expect 20 subs on my desk right now. That's what I think, at least. Anyways, so yeah, if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. I'll be here. Until then, I think we're just gonna jump right into it. Part of me believes that we might get a couple of people in here from Matt's video. They're gonna be like, hey, let's check him out. He edited the video pretty cool. Let's see. And I know they're gonna come in when I start doing fucking Kokichi's voice or some shit. So they're just like, oh, he's one of them. I'm out of here. So, I have mentally prepared myself for it today. But that's also why I'm kind of hoping we can rush through the investigation and get straight to the trial, where I no longer have to make voices. Because I like doing voices. I don't like doing voices when, like, people don't expect me to. Maybe I should put that in the title. Being cringe! Don't make fun of me! If I remember correctly, the gold leaf katana is from... Sick. Oh no, he's one of them! I'm out of here! Exactly. It's just the sheath. Earlier, the katana was inside the sheath. Okay. Why does this trial... Why is it treating us like a 3-year-olds? Like, we saw the katana. We were just in there. Granted, it's been a day. Maki, the gold leaf katana definitely came from here. I'm certain of it. That's true. Doesn't that make Kyo suspicious? This is his research lab, after all. No. Not necessarily. Anyone could have come in here and taken it. That's true. Fair enough. Anyone could have done the same with my lab, too. Yeah, very interesting. Okay. I want trial. Fuck you. Get out of here. Oh, what are you guys doing here? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be helping with the seance? You look so disgusted right now. Then again, I guess that is your signature look. Anyway, I forgot to bring something we need for the seance, so I came back to get it. Huh? Something for the seance? Yeah. Yep, that white sheet over there. Cool. We brought the wooden dog statue in the cage already, but I guess we need that sheet too. Super interesting. Glad you were here. I don't get it. Why do you guys need a cage, a wooden dog statue, and a white sheet? Hey, don't ask me. I don't know why they do this, why you need this stuff either. So that means... That's why I figured I'd do a little research on this seance before I got the sheet. Study? So, let's see. Kokichi took a look around and... I heard it was like some old handmade book. Oh, is this it? Yeah. Yep, it says cage... We've already gone through it. Like, we know what happened. What did I miss? Nothing. We literally just walked into Kyo's lab. That's all you've missed. We were mostly talking about, Matt's new video. Yep, it says Cage Dog Village right here on the cover, so this must be it. Let's see. What does it say about the Cage Child seance? Science. That's the word, right? Kokichi flipped through the old book and he picked up. Oh, is this the page? It's hard to read, but I can see the Cage Child is mentioned here. Yeah. Oh, I thought he said yeah, I thought he was gonna talk. Kyo's drawing the same magic circle as the one in this picture. Okay, let's see. In order to perform the Cage Child, you need 5 people, including the spirit medium, in a dark place with no light. If I remember correctly. Just like Kyo said. First, draw the magic circle, passed down from the Cage Dog Village on the ground. In the center of the circle, the spirit medium must kneel, curl like a turtle, and rest their forehead on a stone on the ground. Afterward, the other 4 participants must put the iron cage over the spirit medium and cover it with a white sheet. Is Kyo gonna be fucking axed? Is he just gonna disappear? I really enjoyed playing this case, though, so I didn't want to miss seeing it. Fair. And finally, the dog god must be placed on top of the cage. I see. Also, it says we can't step on the magic circle during the preparations. The dog god? Do you mean the wooden dog statue? Yeah. When preparations are complete, turn out all the lights to create complete darkness. The seance will begin when the 4 participants are each standing at a corner of the room. The 4 participants, not including the spirit medium, will sing the Cage Child song. Chat, if any of you ask me to sing, I'm out of here. After the song, ask, is the cage child? Then say the name of the spirit. The spirit medium will reply in the voice of the summoned spirit, and that's all it says. Kyo's gonna get axed, I can just feel it. The fact that he gets covered worries me. That sounds complicated.
But...
Complicated plans have a better chance of working out in the end, wouldn't you say? Whether it works or not, Kyo has been wanting to conduct the seance for a while. Yes, I know, I was here. I was here for it, thank you.
Right?
Oh yeah, he said he memorized every word of it too. That's probably why he left the book here, because he can conduct the seance without it. But is it even possible? Contacting Angie's ghost? If you're so curious, why don't you join us, Shuichi? Huh?
Well,
You should see how it plays out with your own eyes.
See?
There's still time, you know. The seance hasn't even started yet.
That's true.
Maybe it's better if you join them.
Huh?
You think so?
I don't understand.
Well, I'm not going. I don't believe in seances. But whether you believe it or not, as a detective, you should be there to observe what happens. As a detective, huh? Yeah, I think you're right. Now you're talking.
Alright!
Well, I'll be waiting for you. Of the 3 empty rooms, we're in the middle one. Cool. Kokichi spoke as though he was inviting me to go play, then left the room. Interesting. This clip is bad. Yeah, so we'll... I don't know, man. We'll see how it goes. Right. Also, I apologize in advance. Quinn's getting a little feisty because she's been sleeping all day, and of course it's stream time, so she has to be loud and obnoxious. Hey. You want to sit with me? You want to be good? No. Don't want to be good.
Hello.
So, Kokichi tells me you wish to participate in the seance as well, Shuichi. You are most welcome to join us.
Oh.
Is what I would like to say. However, only 5, including the spirit and spiritual medium, may join. Kokichi's trying to get out. Absolutely. Hey, Josh. Thanks for my arm.
Let's kill some kids.
Thanks for the left arm. Appreciate it. Chat, show some love. Josh, thank you for the 18 months of Twitch Prime. Very much appreciated. We spin wheel. So yeah, as I suspected, Kokichi just wanted out of this specific situation. I did. Thanks, Mira. Oh man, what a shame. Well, Keyboy, you're out. Oh no, he's kicking out. Keybo. Why me? Did I say Keyboy? Did he say Keybo and I said whatever. I agree with Kokichi. I was thinking this for a while. Robots and seances don't mix. They're like toothpaste and orange juice.
You see.
To be honest, I had the same thought. Your help was appreciated, Kibo.
Why you?
Don't any of you feel guilty for kicking me out after forcing me to come? That is racist. That's exactly racist. He does call him Keyboy? Okay, I was right. That's why we're apologizing. No one's apologized yet.
Oh, man.
Fine, our bad. Just don't get mad at us and start shooting magnetic waves at us.
How rude.
Why would I do that?
Stop it.
Sorry, the occult is racist. Stop whining, Kibo. I want to start the seance as soon as possible. Fine, but I won't forget this betrayal, Shuichi. What did I didn't do anything. Yeah, what did I do? Excuse you? So now Shuichi has joined us. First, some warnings.
Do you understand?
Do not enter the magic circle that I've drawn on the floor. It is drawn with purifying salt, so it is easily disturbed when stepped upon. You drew this magic circle with salt?
That's correct.
I always use salt for magic circles. It makes seances more likely to succeed.
Well then.
Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail, but it may also unleash a curse.
Okay.
Got it. I'll be careful. I'm surprised you're able to draw this without even looking at the picture.
Do not worry.
I have the entire document memorized, so this magic circle should be perfect. I don't like the should be. Okay, but seriously, I don't think the spirits would allow a robot. Yeah, but I mean, they did force him to come. I'm with Kibo on this one. Does this unit have a soul? Of course, I have also memorized the Cage Child song. I also have, yeah, I said memorized before. You must do the same.
Do you understand?
I have copied the words to the song down here. Please commit it to memory. Everyone else has already memorized it. After all, you'll be unable to read in the dark.
Huh?
We have to memorize the lyrics now? You're a detective, so I expect your memory is up to the task. Here is the melody. Is he gonna sing? I listened to Kyo sing the song and did my best to memorize the melody and lyrics. I don't have to actually memorize this, right? The game will do it for me.
Okay.
Alright, I think I've got it now. Your memory is extraordinary. You are indeed the ultimate detective. Himiko and Tenko also managed to memorize it, making me feel like that it's not very impressive to memorize this part. So Kyo's voice actor is Todd Peppercorn, an actual singer. Oh, then I would have liked to have heard him sing. Never mind, this game's bullshit. Well then, let us begin the ritual right away.
How exciting!
Yay, we finally get to see Angie!
So then...
Before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. It would work best with a girl. Then I'll do it. I can't think of anyone but me that Angie's spirit should go in.
No.
No, I'll do it. Because if you're the spirit medium, you won't be able to talk to Angie. See, I thought Kyo was going to be the spirit medium. I lost my mouse again. I've lost my mouse again.
That's right.
There it is. Well, you want to talk to Angie? Whatever. That way you can say goodbye to her. And after you finish saying your goodbyes, keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. Please. Tenko.
By the way...
Boy, I really wish she didn't hate men. Otherwise, she'd be okay. Korkio's VA is also Teru, if you remember that guy. I do remember Teru. Really? That's bizarre. Okay. that is wild. Also, Himiko, let me say this one thing. Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So, if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. He's a major anime voice actor, easily one of the top 5. Really? I don't watch a lot of anime, so I'm not surprised that I haven't heard of him. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too. Venting your anger onto something can really cheer you up.
Yes.
I've never seen Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I've only seen like half of a season of Full Metal Alchemist. I've never watched Brotherhood. I should, but I don't like to watch things. Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. I think you've trained too much. Haha, you're probably right. Haha, what fun! I hate both of those characters. Seems like the two of them made up. That's good.
So then...
So now that we've decided on a spiritual medium, let us begin.
Yes!
Alright, Himiko, I'll see you later. She's dead. She's like absolutely dead, right?
Now, I would like the spirit medium Tenko to sit within the center circle. Please be sure to walk on the path, so as not to disturb the magic circle.
I do like Kyo's voice, just in general. B3 has a lot of old voices. Shuichi and Tsubugi are Leon and Sayaka, respectively. I mean, it makes sense. If you work with people that you like, you'd want to work with them again.
Next, you must be as a turtle within that circle. Please rest your forehead upon this stone marker I've placed here.
It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work?
Certainly. It is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon.
Like this?
Oh, she just teleports.
This
Cool.
may be uncomfortable, but please endure it until the seance is complete. Whatever you do, you mustn't raise your head or change positions.
Piece of cake. I have 5-star flexibility.
Cool. Yeah, I don't... She's dead, like 100%, right? There's no way she survives this. Starting now, the rest of us must go to work. There are many things left undone.
Let's see.
I have 5-star flexibility and a 1-star personality. First, we must place this iron cage atop Tenko. I shall leave that to Shuichi and Kokichi. And please keep in mind, walk carefully so as to not disturb the magic circle. Okay, you can count on me. I may not look it, but I'm actually super duper strong. If Shuichi can carry it, you're not that strong.
I shouldn't have lied. I'm way too weak for this kind of stuff.
It's made of iron. No wonder it's heavy.
Hold on! Don't just drop it on top of me!
Where did they get the cage? So Kyo is the ultimate anthropologist, so he, in his lab, his ultimate lab, he has a whole bunch of stuff. And the dog, I forget what exactly it's called, but the cage and the god dog were in there. Because it was something that he really had an interest in.
I know. It wouldn't be very funny if a body discovery announcement happened during this.
It's going to.
Please don't jinx us!
I'm tired. So, next, we cover the basket with a white cloth, right?
I shall take that role. All right.
Okay.
Everything is prepared. Tenko, how are you doing?
Well, I can only see the floor from this position. But I
You
think
shouldn't
I'm
be able to
fine.
see anything.
The final step is to place the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. The four of us may need to do this together. The statue is quite heavy.
Even with 4 people, it's still really heavy.
Shuichi's voice doesn't match his facial expression. His facial expression looks bored as shit.
Oh, holy crap, this weighs a ton!
No, it is not much more than 175 pounds.
I'm totally wiped.
They needed 4 people to lift 175 pounds? Really? Yo, chat, they all weak as shit.
I could have used my magic to carry it easily, but seances and magic don't mix.
Monoku was Nekomaru? Yeah, that I like knew. The second I heard Monoku, I was like, that's just Nekomaru. I don't think I said it, but like in my mind I was like, that's just Nekomaru.
Are you sure it's okay to put something so heavy on top of the cage?
The iron cage was made specifically for seances, so it can hold this weight.
Okay. I guess that's fine then.
The only one I'd be worried about fighting is Gonta. Yeah, exactly. I mean Himiko. I mean still. Like, I wouldn't say I'm super in shape, but Kyo, Shuichi, and Kokichi are thin, but they should be able to lift 175 pounds between the 3 of them. I would think. Also, the cat's up here, so sorry, I can't see.
Now, let us exit the magic circle. Take care to avoid disturbing it.
Also, is it just me, or does the art for this part, like, look horrible? Like, they drew it up on a Friday before a long weekend. That's what it feels like. I would like Tenko if she wasn't dummy sexist. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Her personality this time has been great until she looks at Shuichi and goes degenerate male. It's like, okay, cool. Thanks. This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you.
Got it.
Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Thank God. Okay, everyone, I'll see you guys after the seance. She's dead.
Well then,
The rest of us shall move to the corners of the room. Please go to one of your choosing. But I think a lot of it might be with the lighting. They're trying to make it spooky looking and dark. No, just like the poses and such are very stiff. Like it's very basic. I wouldn't say it's a lighting thing. I would just say it just looks lazy compared to everything else they've done. We each stood in a different corner. Yeah, I'm expecting a ding
now
dong bing
we
bong.
darken the room. Kokichi and Shuichi are closest to the candles.
Like they're all in the same position of this. Like for this part, I guess I understand, but like for everything else, it was just all
Please
very
blow out
stiff.
The candles. You should be able to follow the walls in the dark.
So go back to the corner of the room after it's dark. Okay, got it.
You needn't move, Himiko. There are many gaps in the floor near you.
Yeah, got it.
Himiko's gonna go through the floor, Tenko's gonna die, and we're
Once
gonna
the
get
room
more
is
body
dark, I will begin a
discoveries.
song. Please sing along with me. Then, I will call out to Angie. Until she replies, there must be silence.
Kirkio starts T-posing and Tenko has a heart attack.
After the seance is done, Shuichi and I are supposed to light the candles again, right?
Correct. I brought matches
Hey
from
chat,
the
there's a
warehouse,
dog here.
so
Oh, Andrea's
please
home.
use
That's what it
those.
is. 5 dead kids, hell yeah.
Okie dokie, then I'll blow out the candle now.
I walked to the closest candle and blew out the flame. See, that part looked nice. The room instantly fell into complete darkness. Pitch black darkness. So dark I couldn't even see my own body. I will help you speak with the dead, pulls out a Glock. He was like, watch this seance, motherfuckers. Overcoming my instinctual fear of the dark, I moved along the wall back to my corner, then began singing.
At last, at long last.
Kyo led us all in the Caged Child song.
Young guard dog and
Oh, I do not like this. I can't tell if this is cringe or if like just creepy. It's some weird combination that just does not make me feel good.
within the darkness. At last, at long last.
Crimpy.
How many will there be by dawn? Will there be two
I
just
don't feel
one?
comfortable with this. Himiko's dead!
Will
Oh no, never mind, I hear her still.
the dog run far away, or did it eat the little girl?
Excuse me?
At last, at last, at long last.
She's singing from the floor. I got an achievement, chat. I did it. We finished singing the song, but I thought I heard an odd sound in the middle of it. What was that?
Say,
Is the caged child, Angie Yonaga. He began calling, now if the medium answers.
say,
Is the caged child, Angie Yonaga. What's going on?
say.
Is the caged child, Angie Yonaga.
What's the matter?
What's wrong? Why won't Angie answer?
Hold on.
Himiko, I was very clear that you were not to speak, yes? But something's weird. Why won't she answer? Maybe it failed?
Let's see.
Let's light the candles briefly.
Huh?
Oh my god, Tenko's dead!
Well.
What? Is that okay? Just for now. Confused, I walked along the wall, back to the candle. I managed to strike a match and light the candle once again. The medium answers, nah. No, Tenko's like 100% dead, right? Hey, what's going on? Did it really fail?
That cannot be.
That shouldn't be the case. The seance was perfect.
What?
Is Angie not coming? Is that still Tenko in there? Tenko?
I see, yes.
I told her she mustn't speak until the spirit enters her. She follows orders well, but how about we let her out for now?
Hold on.
Wait, dark arts such as this need to be started and completed the same way. Those who remove the objects from the magical circle should be the same who brought them in. If not, the spirits may stay in the medium's body.
Man.
Seeing as how this was a failure, I don't think any spirit is sticking around, but whatever. Tenko's dead. She is ripperoni. Just like setting up, Kyo instructed us how to clear everything up. We were careful to remove everything exactly in the order Kyo directed.
Now, I will remove the sheet.
Oh no. Yep, she's dead. Kyo pinched the fabric gently and pulled it aside.
Oh? Perhaps.
Something is amiss. What do you think? Yeah? Himiko ran toward the cage at a sprint. Himiko, I told you not to step on the... But she wasn't listening. She jumped onto the cage and...
Tenko!
Fueled by desperation, Himiko grabbed the cage, lifted it up, and... Dead. Kid. Dead. Kid. Dead. Kid. So, we tried to perform a seance to bring Angie back to life. And to do that, we put Tenko in the middle of a circle, put a cage on top of her, put a sheet on top of her, and then put a giant statue on top of her. And then, on top of the cage, so the cage was able to hold it up. The seance failed, so we moved all the stuff, take off the cloth, Tenko's dead.
Oh.
Yay! Damn it, chat.
Really?
See, I knew she was gonna die because of how kind she was being. Like, she was starting to come around. She was starting to be an okay character. That was it. Who would have thought that there'd be another victim during the investigation? Maybe Monophanie's green puke was predicting this tragedy.
Ah.
Oh, the puke's color is normal now. I guess it was predicting this.
For now.
Everyone please assemble in the seance room. Dead kids. Alright. So now we got a Tenko. Hang on. I got some nonsense here. I'm ready for nonsense. I want to keep it secret, but I promise I will not change it based on what we find out. I will tell you exactly what I'm thinking. The second body discovery announcement played. It didn't take long for everyone to come running.
What?
Tenko? Seriously? What is this? How did this happen?
How'd this happen?
Tenko, Gonta so sorry. Gonta no could protect you. My friend told me Tenko gets better in chapter 3. I immediately said, does she die? Yes and yes. Shuichi, explain the situation. Tenko dead. I thought you were conducting the seance. What happened?
Well, that's...
I don't know. What's happening? Hey.
What on earth?
I'm surprised too. I never thought a murder would happen during an investigation. I guess for now, you should maybe start the investigation right away.
Say,
Before that, I would like to confirm something. The culprit who killed Angie may be a different culprit from the one who killed Tenko, yes?
huh? If so...
What happens in the event that there are two murderers by two people? What if there are two blackened? Will we need to find them both at the class trial?
That's right.
Now that you mention it, that's a good point. What would happen in this scenario? Huh? What would happen? Monodam, what would happen? What would happen?
Not that!
Why do you look so lost too, Monodam? I thought you were gonna run things instead of Daddy. I'd never experienced something like this to happen. Expected something like this to happen. I don't know what to do. Really, I don't know. Oh man, they're all disorganized. If you can't decide the class trial's objective, then we won't know what to investigate.
Father!
But Father always knows what to do. We should ask him for help.
No way!
Have you all forgotten? Daddy's in no condition to help us. Oh yeah, Monica was not having fun. It's our fault that Daddy ended up like that. Huh? It's all your fault, Monophony. Daddy, help! We don't know what to do on our own. You gotta use the power of love. That ought to snap him back to normal. That won't work. Father is just an empty shell now.
That's right!
That's not true. Anything is possible with the power of love. Someone put me down.
I think they were down.
What?
I think they were down.
Oh,
Most
yikes.
decorations.
Yikes. That's unfortunate. You don't understand that because you've never been in love before, Monodam.
Daddy!
Oh god. I hate the way she says daddy. I hate the way that my mother was down here when I said daddy in Monophony's voice 3 times in a row. That's real cool. Chat, I need my own place. Daddy, I love you, so please go back to normal. I guess it could have been worse.
Father!
I want to see you, Father. I love you with all my heart. Aw, you're making me blush. What? Okay,
Here
there's
I
him.
am!
That's fine. It's already happening. I'm back! Were you good while I was away? Oh, good. He's brought
Thank you so much!
this back. Very good.
Oh, darling cubs! With you running the academy, I was able to fully enjoy my relaxing vacation!
Wait, did he just lick the... He did. What the hell?
Oh, that tickles! Father's intense love is getting me all soaked!
Alright, I'm out. Wow, I'm surprised you lasted this long.
This better not awaken anything in me.
No, don't talk about it, chat. Don't talk about it, chat. We're gonna ignore that.
No.
Man, that vacation was just what I needed. It's important to take time off to relax.
To tell you the truth,
Normally, most companies won't even let you take time off to go on vacation. But I was able to do it. The secret is to just leave without you getting, whether you get permission or not. Huh, what? So then, who's this Baldy then?
yeah?
Oh, just a part-timer I got to cover me while I was gone.
Hey!
Here's your pay, like we agreed on. Now take it and get out of here.
Why?
Huh? I thought you were supposed to be relaxed. I thought he was pretty good. Was it you? It's not answering the chat. It's pretty good. Now that the nuisance is out of the way, what were you guys talking about again?
Yeah?
Ah, that's right. What happened to your votes if there are 2 blackened candidates?
I'll answer
Well,
that.
I have an answer for that. It's first come, first serve. Huh? First come, first served?
Hey,
The blackened who killed the first victim was to be discovered will be your target.
in
In other words, if the blackened who killed Angie isn't the same one who killed Tenko, then only Angie's killer will be considered the blackened. Basically, Tenko's killer wasted a kill, and Tenko herself is a waste of a victim. That is sad. Alright, Diver Downer. Thanks for hanging out. It was fun. Oh, I'll add this to the school regulations, so you can review it later.
Go ahead.
I also updated the Monokuma file and do your best to investigate this murder too.
Father!
Boy, everything is going so smoothly now that Father's running things again. Leader's gotta be able to take decisive action. Indecisive is just the worst. Daddy, you're glowing. You're glowing like a lamp. Monotamp's not happy. Is Monokuma just saying that there's 2 killers? Apparently. I mean, I have a theory. We'll just see how close I am to right. I'm hoping very right. Because look, chat, if I'm right, my brain is gigantic. Sorry. There's nothing better than being praised by my cute cubs. There's nothing better than spending time with my cute cubs. For as long as you live, I will never let any of you go. Except for the 2 that died. Other than them, though. He just left us behind while he was saying he'd never let us go.
How nice!
That's why he's so amazing. Please. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that out loud. You cannot pay me enough to say that out loud. His word confused me, so I was just asking for clarification. I mean, it's possible. Say it, coward. I don't want to, but please lick me some more, Daddy. Oh. Ugh. Chat, you all owe me. You all owe me a lot. I expect 20 subs on my desk right now. So to make sense of all that,
Listen closely.
if both murderers have different culprits, then our vote will determine Angie's killer.
Nope.
But we don't even know if there's a different culprit, do we?
Let's see.
All right, boys, we got a clip. Thanks. Say it again.
Say it again, Kappa.
I don't think 100 bits is worth it, but for chat, I'll say it one more time. Please lick me some more, Daddy. Oh, it hurts me. I just subbed. I owe nothing. I deserve way more than a sub and 100 bits for saying that. Twice now, I might add. True. We should investigate Tenko's death as well, just in case.
How exciting!
Finally, things are heating up. I'm getting so excited. Where's Andrew's mom? She's not down here. And if she is, she's disappointed. God, you fucking psycho. Shuichi, this is bad. Huh? This is unquestionably bad. Can't believe Tenko was killed. Everyone's upset and confused. And I'm in no shape to help right now.
But you know,
So this is where you need to step up.
listen up.
Listen, Shuichi. The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
Okay.
It's not. Okay.
All right.
Alright, let's check the Monokuma file first. The victim is Tenko Kabashira. There we go. The ultimate Aikido master. The body was found in the middle empty room on the 4th floor. The time of death is approximately 11 a.m. There's a hole there. Huh, okay. The only visible injury is a stab wound to the back of the neck. Oh, okay. Stab wound on her neck, the same as Angie's cause of death. It doesn't look like a coincidence. Maybe it's Angie's curse. Curse?
Jeez.
God, not again. Yeah, he's fine. Don't worry about it.
Hey!
What? Curse? Kaito, calm down. No way there's a curse. Don't screw around.
I like Maki Chat. She's really cute.
You're the one who's screwing around. Do you want to die?
Oh, Kaito's dead. Bing bong ding dong. A dull sound reverberated through the room.
Are you okay?
Kaito, are you
My
okay?
bad.
My bad, Shuichi. I'm just starting to feel bad, but for a different reason. I'm gonna get some fresh air, so I'll leave this to you and Maki roll. Kaito left the room, still a bit wobbly. Should we resume the investigation? Time is of the essence.
That's correct.
True. We haven't time to mourn Tenko's death, as our lives are at risk.
This is...
That's true, but Angie and then Tenko. And to think earlier I was suspicious of Tenko. Same? I'm sorry, Tenko.
How can this be?
It's all Gonta's fault. Gonta failed to protect friends again. Tenko's death caught us all off guard. Everyone is panicking. I have to keep it together. I have to work harder. Because I'm a detective. Okay, let's go.
Well...
It's too dark in here. We can't investigate, even if we wanted to.
Got it.
Going to bring candles from other room to make this room bright, okay?
No.
No, that won't be necessary. Yeah, that's not necessary at all. Huh? Why?
Listen up!
Show him, Kibo. Show him your new power. New power?
His eyes lit up.
Oh, cool. He's a flashlight now. Very nice.
I, Iruma, the gorgeous girl genius, have installed a new function in Kibo.
You gave him a flashlight in his eyes.
Just
It's
leave
not-
it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
I call this power fade to white and pulls out a Glock.
Shine on, shine on! Shine on, you crazy fucking diamond!
Is that a Mondo reference? Mondo was part of the Black Diamonds, right? Was that their logo? Shine on you, crazy diamond? Or shine on you, diamond? Something like that? Am I high? It's gotta be a reference to something. I just think it's a Danganronpa 1 reference. I just don't remember. Crazy diamond. Oh, it is crazy diamonds. Okay. Am I? No, apparently I'm not. I'm a genius. Man, what a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something. That's a reference I understand. But it's bright now, so we should worry. So we should hurry and investigate.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Kibo's flashlight function. Cool. I think I'm gonna change who I think did it. It's the magic circle Kyo drew on the floor. Well, at least it was.
Dear.
It's been completely stomped over. I suppose it was unavoidable.
Well,
Was this drawn with salt?
Yes.
Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt.
what?
Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous. I have performed many successful seances. Why, I even had spirits enter my body.
Right already.
Shut up. I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions. Maki really doesn't beat around the bush. It's kind of refreshing, actually.
But
In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out of the original circle.
So what?
We'll find it out in Kyo's lab. It should be written in the Caged Dog Village document.
Hey,
Isn't that right, Kyo? He seemed depressed. I suppose that makes sense. Hi, Tenko. How you doing? Yeah? Okay. There's a rock next to Tenko's body. This must be... Yeah. I was here, thank you. Tenko had her forehead on this rock, hunched over. Lego Avatar, thank you for the follow, bud. Appreciate it. She had to make herself small to fit inside the cage. Hello. Oh, Tenko's dead. Yeah, Pillow Pet, you missed it. Tenko is, indeed, very dead. Tenko's dead body. She took her last breath crouched over like this. According to the Monokuma file, her only injury is the stab wound to her neck. This wound was fatal. This must have caused instant death. I didn't hear a scream during the seance. Ah, wait. Yeah, she said she wouldn't say anything. Would Tenko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain?
nope.
Her death might have not been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
Huh?
What do you mean?
What's the point?
You were concerned about that, right?
Okay,
With a wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die. You're speaking from experience?
that's obvious.
Of course. Quick deaths are my specialty. I feel like quick deaths are everyone's specialty. Well, assassins at least. Well, that makes
By
sense.
the way,
The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around. We'll have to go back to the other room and see if the katana is still there. You're right, I don't see an obvious murder weapon that could be a clue. Can I want to look at the other side of the body. This is the cage used in the
is
seance.
this?
Looks to be around 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. It's a pretty large iron cage.
Okay.
Big enough for a person to fit inside. Yeah, I know. I was here. What the
Hey,
Hey, look at this.
is this?
A bloodstain on the bottom of the cage. Probably Tenko's blood, yeah?
That's true.
Huh. Someone I do like probably did it? Probably. Yeah, yeah. If 2 murders, 2 we don't like, that means someone you did. Yeah, probably. Yes, I imagine so. The splatter must have been made when she was killed.
What do you mean?
Which means Tenko was killed while she was inside the cage.
Okay.
I think you're right. Tenko went under the cage before the seance. Yes, I was here, thank you. Oh. But when the cage was lifted after the seance, she was already dead.
Then,
If she was stabbed right when the cage was lifted, that would explain this bloodstain, right? Hmm? Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but the exact moment the cage was lifted. That is a possibility. Ah, this floorboard is loose. and it's one right under Tenko.
Why?
Why is this floorboard loose?
If I remember
It
correctly,
wasn't like this before. It must have come loose during the seance.
Why?
Suddenly going to bust out this is the 4th grade grammar and reveals his dastardly plan. No, how dare you? Shut up, Josh. Gonta would never do something like this. Why would it come loose during the seance? A floorboard this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose easily. Then someone must have loosened it on purpose. There's a small opening in the corner of the room. Doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but still.
Is this...
A hole? Looks like there's space under here too. Oh, hold on. I can see something below. Looks like something dropped down here. What? Something dropped down there?
Got a minute?
After we check everywhere else, why don't we go under the floors and see it for ourselves? It was Tenko and Angie. They killed each other in a fight over which bitch. Chat, I'm gonna reveal it now. I actually believe that. I think that Tenko killed Angie, and then when Angie came back to life, Tenko was gonna like apologize for something, and Angie just made Tenko kill herself. That's my working theory right now. That's my pre-elevator theory for both of them. Right, let's do it. It's the white sheet we used for the seance. This was placed on top of the cage. Kyo was the one who removed it.
Is this...
Could have been Kyo too, though. Kyo, if Tenko died after the seance, like after the cage was lifted, it's possible it could have been him. His cloth is pretty thick. It's similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque, and on the back. Look, there's a bloodstain on it, right around the middle of the sheet. Oh, okay, so maybe not. But no hole in the fabric, which means Tenko wasn't stabbed through this cloth. She was stabbed while underneath the cloth. It wasn't to bring him back to life. Yeah, but Tenko, I don't know. The way that I think it is, Tenko was like, if I offer my body to Angie, maybe she'll forgive me. And then when Angie had possessed Tenko's body, as an angry spirit could kill her. That's what I was thinking. So when dog statue used in the seance, I believe it's called the dog god. I wonder. This doesn't seem possible, but Kyo could have somehow placed a weapon. No, but there's no weapon. There's no weapon scene, unless the weapon. Okay. Here's another working theory. I hope Mew did it for some reason. Yeah, just get her out of here. But it's possible Kyo killed Tenko by when he put on the cloth, attaching a knife or other sharp object where her neck would be, because she wouldn't be able to protect herself. She wouldn't know. And then when you put the dog statue on, the knife came loose and fell down. That's the only thing I could think of. It's a little ridiculous, but this is Danganronpa, so. During the seance, this wooden statue was on top of the cage. It took 4 of us to remove it. This wooden statue is pretty heavy.
if I remember correctly,
Kyo said it was about 175 pounds. That's about the weight of 2 girls.
What?
What do you know about girls? Have you ever touched a woman besides your mother? Okay. That is really skinny, though. But that's real skinny. What the fuck? Actually, I think Maki's got a point.
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. Anyway,
Is this...
if this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tenko would have. Zelda wants to play. She just made the weirdest noise I've ever heard him make. If this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tenko wouldn't have been able to get out so easily.
okay.
Yeah, you're right about that. That didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. Alright, so let's... Oh, we can check that magic circle. Actually, do we... Never mind, I did examine that. So now can we no, we might have to examine the candles. Yeah, let's check the candles next. Candles hung on the wall. They're the only source of light in the room. There are no windows in this room, so without the candles, it was pitch black. But how did the culprit kill Tenko in complete darkness? Let's just talk to everybody too, because sometimes...
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all. Thanks. I said things that made Tenko look suspicious, and now this. I'm sorry, Tenko.
Stop it.
Cry later.
What? Because.
Crying won't bring Tenko back. And if we don't investigate thoroughly, we'll die too.
Okay.
I need to find the truth and pin down the culprit for Tenko and all of us.
I guess.
You're right. Tenko would want us to figure it out so she'd have no regrets. That would be the best way to apologize. I'll just talk to everybody and see if we find more clues. Man, what a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something. Okay, nothing new. This investigation is it's a masturbation joke, chat. Is that really funny? Is Mew a fun and interesting character? And it's all thanks to me for giving Kibo his new function. Now then, hunt Fu.
No.
Huh?
I just don't like Mew. God damn. How has she lasted 3 chapters? Unbelievable. Huh? Seriously? The seance was clearly set up to lure her in and kill her. How could someone who wasn't in the room kill her?
Could it be?
So you believe that Tenko was killed during the seance?
Fucking moron!
There's no other possibility, shit for brains. God, you don't even know that? It is true that Tenko was alive before the seance began. This is the point of no return. Oh, we've already read this. She's sort of useful as an inventor. Yeah, but she'd be more useful if she was fucking dead and I didn't have to talk to her. Tenko answered Kyo, so at that point, she was most certainly alive. But when the candles were relit, she had already been killed. I mean, she was killed in the dark, I'm positive. What time exactly was Tenko killed after the candles were blown out? That may be an important point of this case. I wonder if there was a weapon in the cage that when Tenko stood up, like if Angie's body possessed her and then she stood up, like, I don't know, like raised to speak in Angie's voice and then she was stabbed and died. But Angie was possessing her, so like she didn't have a reaction. I don't know, there's a couple of wild things that could happen.
Why?
First Angie,
can
then
this
Toko.
be?
Gonto so ashamed. Why Gonto no could protect friends? Gonto no! It wasn't your fault. They were bad characters, they had to go. Can I go in this yet? Alright, no, still. I'll check this candle too, but I think we should be fine. No, it's just like the room, there's no window. No, okay. It's nothing new. Kyo.
That cannot
Yeah, but she
be.
did speak after they put all this stuff on her, so she was live then. Yeah. So when we did the seance, let's assume that the seance works and that Tenko was still alive before the seance ended. What if Kyo said, "Is the cage child Angie?" Tenko's body, now possessed by Angie, stood up to speak and hit her neck on something in the cage. I'm just working with theories yet. I don't have any solid proof of anything. I'm just trying to think of like ways. I'm trying to show you all that I'm big brain, even when I'm wrong. Why did this?
I knew it.
Kyo, I know that the murder was pretty shocking.
But of course.
Of course, I'm shocked by that as well. But why did the seance fail? We performed all the steps flawlessly. Good job, Andrew, you're good. He seems more concerned by that than the murder.
Ah, yes.
Oh, if we performed the caged child again and summoned Tenko's spirit this
This
time.
is stupid.
Cut the crap. Just tell me what happened during the seance. Both you and Shuichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the
I
seance?
see, yes.
True, it must be best to move past what happened to know why the seance failed.
Is that so?
Andrew, a little bit big brain? My brain is massive. So much to the point where I have trouble speaking. Because my mind is so fast, my mouth can't keep up. Whatever, just hurry up. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle within the magic circle, so her head touched the marker stone. Then Shuichi and Kokichi placed the cage over Tenko. And after that, I placed the white cloth over the cage. Then all 4 of us placed the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. Fun fact, Kyo's design is based off a music video of a really big Japanese rock star that I really like. Gonna be real, I thought he was a Nazi. I thought he was based off a Nazi. Or like a military uniform of some kind. Your brain is so wrinkly. Yeah, you don't want smooth brain. Afterwards, we stood in the 4 corners of the room. Kokichi and Shuichi blew out the candles.
Yes.
Finally, we all sang the caged child song. The seance should have been complete, but I'm guessing the design based off the music video was also based off of a military suit, because that is definitely military inspired. So like, it may have been 2 steps between, but what was the caged child thing? Emo Nazi dude's idea? Yes, because he's the anthropologist. It was his thing. I don't want to say his life's work, but he's very attached to it, so he wanted to use it. It was kind of a weird rebellions look. My guess is it was inspired by some kind of military outfit. Maybe not necessarily Nazi, but it's definitely got a militaristic look to it, or at least militaristic roots. Ah, now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. Don't make me listen to it all again. It is a mystery to me as well. I thought someone may have tripped, perhaps. That was a pretty loud sound for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyo knows something.
What do you mean?
And then what happened?
Yes.
Ah, we called out to her, but no reply came. I had Shuichi and Kokichi relight the candles. I think he at least killed Tenko, and I think Tenko killed Angie or something, and then we kill Mew. It's perfect. And then we remove all the items from within the magic circle in the opposite order. First, all 4 of us removed the dog god statue. Next, I took off the white cloth, and then Himiko ran over to the cage, and the moment she lifted it, then it sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance.
No.
But would it not be difficult in such darkness? Besides, she was inside the cage, yes?
Then
When was she killed?
Well, that's...
Yes, that's the problem.
I see, yes.
There is another problem.
How?
And that is, why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out.
Perhaps.
Monokuma said only the first blacking gets yeeted. Time to stab Himiko in daylight. Maybe someone moved from their corner. Did someone else sneak in there?
what's the point?
Obviously, since the seance was clearly a sham. Maki never was one to pull punches. They said it's 11 AM when Tenko died. It's been a wild morning. Maki, we finished investigating up here. Perhaps we should check under the floor?
By the way,
It seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for a light?
That's true.
Let's bring a candle. With Kibo's light from up here, that should be fine.
okay.
Then I'll go get a candle. Remove that floorboard so we can go down.
Okay.
Can't pull punches if you're always going for the kill. Hell yeah. I pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole and took the candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. That's some blood. It's a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move pretty easily on all 4s. It was Teru. We figured it out. Where's Ibuki and her super hearing when you need it? Oi, Beardy, what's up? What do you need from me? It's a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move pretty easily on all 4s. Yeah.
Okay.
What? I don't know. I forgot. Whatever. We know what he said. More or less. Let's look around for clues.
Well,
Looks pretty stupid if he found no clues after crawling around in this dusty place. How did I figure out dimensions for emotes? I put it in the PSA. It's 32 by 32. I'd recommend making them at 138 by 138. Just make sure they look good in 32 by 32. 128. Is that what I said? That's what I meant to say, if I didn't say that. Yeah. So, I'm noticing immediately that there's no weapon. Dried blood? Okay, so there's dried blood and wet blood? What the fuck? There's a blood stain on the ground underneath the loose floorboard. That's pretty far away from where Tenko's blood is dripping down. It's under the same floorboard, just at different ends. Why is there blood here?
hey,
Hey, the back of this floorboard has blood on it too. You're right. There's a little bit of blood on the underside of this floorboard.
what do you mean?
Did Tenko's blood splatter here when she got
That's
killed?
true.
I wonder. I can't really be sure yet.
Okay.
But these bloodstains here are completely dry. No, I mean, like, how do I do that? Where do I go to look at that when I draw it? In Photoshop, you can set up when you set up a new folder, you set the dimensions of the image that you're using. There must be some reason these particular stains are dry. Alright, so now Now I am confusion. Blood dripping from the gaps in the floorboard. Fresh blood. This is definitely Tenko's. No, that's the candle we brought down. Oh, we found it. We found the weapon. There's a sickle here, and there's blood all over it.
Okay.
The blood on the sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
Is this...
This came from my research lab.
Huh?
It did?
well...
The sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without losing any lethality, and you can hide it under your clothes too.
Well,
If she was attacked with that, she wouldn't stand a chance. The blade is about 6 inches.
That's right.
And since Tenko was in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself.
but
But even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade could fit through the gaps in the cage, but could it reach her neck?
That's true.
The cage is 3 feet in length. If you were to stab it into it with a 6-inch blade, well, it would depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's impossible. Then her posture is in the question. Hey, if the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
that's true.
Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle under the floor in the dark. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible. So now I think I'm changing my tune of who I think it is. What the? Oh look, part of the crosspieces that supports the floorboard is cut off.
True.
It's near the loose floorboards, and the portion missing was about the same width too. From what I can see of it,
That's true.
it wasn't broken off naturally. It was cut by someone. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. The question is, why? Another crosspiece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall if this portion is missing.
Then...
So what purpose did it serve? The floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose, and the crosspiece supporting it has been cut. I think I know what you're thinking. I think it might be too obvious, though, so... I don't know, I think I need to know a lot more. I'm beginning to think that Angie didn't come back to life and kill Tenko herself, though, unfortunately. If the culprit did all of this, then why? I have many questions. Alright, so I got there, I got that, I got that. Oh! Hey chat, by the way, there's a giant fucking hole! Some of the wood has corroded and is broken off, so you can see into the next room.
Hey,
This is the wall to the empty room, right? Looks like there's wood along the wall. This part is rotted away. It looks like natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally. But I can get into the next room through here.
that's true.
If I remember correctly, the room next door is also empty, right? And the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway. True, but it would have been difficult moving around under the floor. We did alright because we had a light. Without that, it'd be pitch black. I think I know. Okay, I think I figured it out. That might make it impossible to move around it here. And they could have used a light, like we're doing now. True. They used a light to move around under the floor? Is that possible? I think we finished investigating here.
Is that alright?
Maki, you wanna head back up? Glad you asked. I'm starting to get fed up with all this dust. After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back and returned to our investigation.
By the way,
I've only been investigating this room. You sure that's wise? What do you mean?
because...
If Angie and Tenko have different killers, then the black one we need to vote for is...
You're right.
the culprit for the first murder, the culprit who killed Angie. That's what Monokuma said.
Then...
So instead of investigating Tenko's death, shouldn't we be investigating Angie's?
Okay.
Yes, of course.
But
But this is bigger than the killing game. For the sake of the two who died, I need to reveal the truth of both of their deaths. Well, I understand the way you feel, but if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry. I say the bear did it? No, it's the rule. It's a rule that the headmasters cannot interfere with the children unless they break the rule. When I came to the hallway, a scene more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolded. Another dead body. Imagine. That's fake. I'm not. Yeah, fuck you, Kokichi. The second I saw it was Kokichi, I knew it was fake. Get out of here with your fake-ass bullshit. Did I surprise you? Were you gonna scream and cry in terror? What are you doing? Oh, sorry. I'm just a little lightheaded from the blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood.
why?
Okay, so what are you doing? I got curious about something, so I decided to search the empty room next door. Then suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard. You stepped through a floorboard?
So mean.
Jeez, that got me good. Because of this, I tripped and fell pretty hard.
Got a minute?
If you're going to lose consciousness, do it after you tell us everything.
Ah.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I guess there is no crosspiece supporting this floorboard, so I kinda stepped through. What bad luck. The crosspiece was gone? Does that mean...
Huh?
So if you haven't picked up on it yet, in each game, Chapter 3 is always multiple murders. Yeah, I figured.
Confidence! Dreams! That's what the killing game is all about!
So the first game, it was 2 separate killers, both in on it together. In the second game, it was one person who killed 2 people, one planned, one not. In this game, I'm wondering what they could do to throw me off guard.
Killing game fans! Hold your head high and watch with your own 2 eyes! Baseball, soccer, mobile games! They're all nothing compared to the killing game!
I'm sorry, Monokuma, but have you played Fortnite? I wanna die.
The killing game just can't be beat! Behold, students! The entrance to the trial grounds!
Oh, so wait, that was it? I guess time's up. Oh man, it's because of you guys. I didn't have enough time to check something. What were you trying to check?
See?
I wanted to re-research the seance again, so I brought this document with me. But unfortunately, I couldn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. Q perfectly reenacted the seance as what was written in the document. He drew his magic circle the same exact way as in this picture. Not only that, he used the same exact tools too. Nothing suspicious about this whole thing. Well, I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you about it later. Monokuma did say that weird-ass specific stuff, yeah. At the class trials, so see you there. Kokichi left, the blood loss clearly affecting his footing a bit. So the fact that he fell through the floorboards makes me think that every single floorboard in that exact spot in the middle is cut. For whatever reason. Let's go 2.
That's true.
Yeah, okay. So, someone was planning for the seance to happen, and for the seance to happen in these 3 rooms. Either that, or someone had, like, massive brain and looked ahead. Kokichi gonna read a book through the trial? Maybe he will die, fingers crossed. Is Maki nervous? Yeah, see, so even she gets nervous sometimes.
Do you wanna die?
What are you staring at? Do you want to die? No. Alright. So, didn't someone pick the room? I think so, but I forget who it is. But chat, no one look it up and tell me. I have to go in like a real detective, and I forgot that detail, so I deserve to lose. Well, not really, but I deserve to not guess it right. I don't think this is definitely the least prepared for a trial I've ever been. I'm gonna be honest, but thankfully the class is small enough that I think I could make a guess and have a decent chance of being right, but like I'm not feeling confident about this one. You got this. Thanks, man. I'm not worried. I'll finish the trial fine. I just don't think I'm gonna get my guess correctly. Which is fine, it's all for fun anyway. And I haven't gotten good guesses since fucking Danganronpa 1. Danganronpa 1, I was, like, 4 for 6, wasn't I? Danganronpa 2, I was lower. I was like 2 for 5 in that one, I think. And Nagito, I gave myself a half point.
Oh dear.
It would appear we have all gathered, but it seems there are less and less of us.
Oh.
Less friends mean it that much harder to solve mystery. No, it makes it easier.
Don't worry.
Less people. Well, don't worry. I'm sure you've gotten a lot smarter by now, Gonta. Yeah, Gonta do his best to help. I'd want you to graduate from super idiot level to at least Kaito idiot level. What? Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Are you okay?
Oh, more importantly, are you okay, Kaito?
Ah.
Yeah, I'm feeling better now. But wow, Maki Roll sure does pack a punch.
I don't know.
It's your fault. Don't need to worry about our dwindling numbers. Only dipshits have died so far.
That being said,
I know it's a tall order, but try to use your brains this time so I don't have to use mine.
Hoo-yah!
Those golden brain cells of mine are a gift to the entire world. Boy, I want to shove your gift into a cannon and shoot it into space. With you attached to them. Dang, he's okay. Why dang? I like Kaito, chat, alright?
Unacceptable.
It says, though, every time you open your mouth, you become less likable. Thank you. Alright, Kyo's going up on the list.
Rest in peace.
Kyo was unoffensive to me. He was like B tier. He's S tier now. No, I'm just kidding. The girl with the goggles reminds me of cacti, and I can't fully explain it. Don't bully Mira like that. She doesn't deserve that. That's just mean. Mew is terrible. Matsua, please lend us your power.
But
is that an insult? Yes, Mew is like the least likable character in the game. You're not wrong. Okay, well. And I like Mew. Do you? She's so unlikable. I hate her. But I hate most of these characters, if I'm being honest, just like comparatively. It may be difficult for us to rely on Atua, considering what happened to Angie, who Atua loved most of all.
Well, you know.
She shouldn't have relied on Atua in the first place. But seriously, it's kind of funny seeing a robot believe in God, especially Atua.
I also...
So what? Robots can believe in God.
Indeed.
Actually, before I even met Angie, I had a similar experience. Hearing voices, I mean. They were telling me, kill your family, kill your family. You might call it an inner voice. It tells me what to do whenever I'm in trouble.
Got a minute?
How long are you gonna say that for? Atua and ghosts don't matter right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, the trial this time is gonna be rough. We got caught up in Monokuma's trap.
Huh?
Also, is that a robot? Yes, Kibo is the ultimate robot. His trap?
That's right.
He probably made the fourth floor so scary on purpose to prevent me from investigating.
Oh, right already.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way.
Hey, so...
Shuichi, say something.
Huh?
What should I say? Kokichi, where did his head wound go? Oh, he just got better. That's fine. Thank you, Buffakuma. Everyone say thank you, Buffakuma. As usual, we walk toward the elevator in silence. As soon as we remaining survivors stepped aboard. Thank you, Daddy Kuma. I don't like that. We descended. Perhaps because there were fewer of us, the elevator seems to move faster. And so we fell, faster and faster, downward into black. The elevator stopped, and just like always, the doors parted slowly. The light that shines on us from the other side, the bright light for our future. Or is it?
Uh-oh.
Boy, they look really depressed. Must be because there's even less participants now. Don't say they look depressed. They'll make Mono damn sad. As much as I'd love to keep hearing this adorable back and forth, let's hurry up and get this started. At last, the class trial will begin. I hope you enjoy it to your heart's content. Fun fact, the main writer made Mew with the intention of being the most unlikable. Yeah. Yeah, I think when we first met her, someone told me that. But if you look at the list of most popular characters, you can see he was surprised. Yeah, where does she land? Because, like, I find nothing, like, even remotely interesting about her. Their class trial is about to begin. Angie Onaga, the ultimate artist. She created the Ultimate Academy Student Council trying to prevent the killing game. Then Tenko... Chabashira. Is it Cha or... It's gotta be Cha, right? Yeah, Chabashira. The ultimate Aikido master. Thankfully, I'll never have to say her name again. She hated men, but I knew that she hated this terrible killing game even more. She still hated men, though. Whatever. Tenko Chiba roll. What am I thinking? Whatever. The two who were killed were both trying to stop the killing. And who was the one who killed them? Was it one person? two different people? We need to pin that down in the class trial. In order to live, we have to find the truth. Ultimate cultist and ultimate bitch. And I will fight for it. I will fight with truth and lies in this class trial. Alright. Let's make some educated guesses. And I will admit, chat, like I said, I want to make this extra clear. I have never felt more unprepared for a trial. So let's see. So Angie, now that I've done more research, I believe that my initial guess still might have been right. And then the second one, the one who killed Tenko, this is the only one. Actually, there are two that make sense, which means it's neither of them. So we'll see. So you think there's multiple killers? I do. I don't think I don't know. I'm so unprepared that, like, the way that they're both set up, it seems like there's two separate killers, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was one killer. So what do I have for skills? I should have a lot. So that increases. No, I only have 6 points to spend. Let's buy something useful. Reveals viewpoints. Yeah, let's just fucking do that. Maybe I'll get lucky. Oh, I have a lot of points to add, but I don't own anything. Like that. Increases critical damage. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, that sounds good. What are you eating? You. I never actually said hi. I was just excited that a child was dead.
Now then, let's
I'm not sure how I
begin
feel
with
about
the
that.
basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is, and vote for who done it.
Sorry, chat, hang on. Can you write up in Discord the break for Nate?
In the server?
Yeah.
Where everybody can see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or send it to Nate, either one.
Okay, I'm fine. Either one too.
Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished.
Sorry, chat, I'm doing
But
D&D
if you
tomorrow,
pick the
and I'm very
wrong
excited.
person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy. Also, refusing to vote will result in your death, so you better vote for someone.
Mew is number 19, one place before Junko out of all the students in the game. I don't understand what you mean by that, Marco. Mew is number 19, one place before Junko out of all the students in the game. I don't know what you mean by that.
Now, smiles, everyone! It's showtime! Let's get this crazy awesome trial underway!
Forgot how old I am?
Sorry,
That's okay, me
everyone.
too. I forget all the time.
I don't think I'm gonna be much help this time.
You
Because
never
of
are.
Monokuma's disruptions, I couldn't do a
I'm calling it
thorough
now.
investigation.
Someone's gonna tell me you're never helpful.
I can tell Monokuma is overcompensating to hide his self-consciousness.
Never mind.
Next time, spend less time fixing your hair and more time investigating, Spaceman!
I get that she was placed high, but out of all the students in the game, I don't understand. So does that mean to say that 1 through 18 are not students? That's just what I'm confused about. Does this bear just like how kids are always dying? Yes.
I don't need to hear some comedy act from you two weirdos.
He sure does.
Who did it? Who killed Angie and Tenko?
What
Do
was
not let your emotions hasten your judgment. There may be two killers.
We're gonna find out Himiko did it all along.
Our other culprit might not be one of us here.
Oh, okay.
What
I'm
do you
sorry.
mean?
I'm sorry, Marco. I'm dumb. I completely misread your statement. Okay, I understand now. I understand what you're saying now.
The transfer student.
I'm just dumb.
Maybe our resurrected transfer student dragged Angie and Tenko into the grave.
Stop it! Stop making stuff up!
The Kaito guy reminds me of Joey Wheeler from Yu-Gi-Oh! He still looks like Peanut Butter Gamer to me. Is it even possible for a revived corpse to be the culprit? Alright, the fact that we're doing this now means that I'm wrong. Well, in the interest of being thorough, I should clear things up here.
This crime was committed by the recently deceased.
Oh.
They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
Whoops, that's not...
Oh! So, ritual did work? Damn it!
But the fact
This
that...
crime was committed by the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
Necronomicon? No, that's right, because Necronomicon wasn't burned. So it did not...
Ritual did work?
Fuck, I'm gonna...
Who was resurrected?
Oh,
I wonder.
okay. It was that, I just...
say she was gonna bring Rantaro back. Yes. Rantaro was resurrected. The culprit is the late Rantaro Amami!
But where is he?
Please, stop it!
Alright. Alright, that was my bad. I just...
crime was committed by the recently
I just fucked up because everything's backwards, that's right, because I have to use the controller for this.
No!
So, ritual did work?
It's Y to fire, right? It is, okay. Switching back and forth between mouse and keyboard and, this sucks.
I don't think Angie's ritual succeeded. According to the Necronomicon Monokuma showed us, you have to burn the Necronomicon in the ritual.
Yeah, we already read this.
If Angie's ritual had succeeded, the book would have been gone.
So she must have been
That was a
killed
sad
before
mistake for the
ritual
first
was
opening. That's not
complete,
good.
since the book was still intact.
Then, Gonta think Rantaro probably not culprit.
Thank you, Gonta. You're the smartest one here.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Well, duh. There's no way a dead person could resurrect.
Now hold on a second. I can't let that comment stand.
Andrew loses to the first statement.
Sure.
Told you, chat, my brain's
everybody
huge.
knows that you can't bring the
Shut
dead
your mouth.
back to life. But it's easy at the Ultimate Academy, as long as you use the Necronomicon.
What are you talking about? There's no way that's possible.
But it's true. I never lie about motives.
Daddy said so he can't be wrong. Raising the dead is totally possible.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Has Cosplay Girl had a personality yet?
that's
Not at all.
wasted such
Not even a little bit.
perfectly good motive. You should have let me use it to bring Monodum back to life.
Monodum is still alive, though.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't waste a resurrection on Monodum's corpse.
Okay, so Monotaro dies today. Okay, gotcha. Understandable.
Oh? So resurrecting the dead was actually possible this whole time?
There's no way it's possible.
There's no way that could happen, idiots. Monokuma is trying to confuse us.
Oh, she has
Hurry up
little
and
angel
find out
wings
who
and
the
a
black
halo.
is.
That's cute. I hate her, but she's cute.
If our transfer
Bullshit.
student isn't the culprit,
Her personality is she
falls
watches
to
The
one of
Office. She's looking for the gym to her Pam, chat. Leave her
Who
be.
did it? Step aside, Half Pint. I'll handle this.
The fuck up.
I don't know about Tenko, but I'm pretty fucking sure Kyo murdered Angie.
Why?
why?
Don't play dumb with me, creep show. I already know what happened.
The girl in the yellow dye. Yes, she did. She died earlier in this chapter. She was the first death. Alright, why would Kyo...
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie,
Right,
and it was found in Kyo's research lab,
right, that's not
which
right.
makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you
What was Smoothie's account? She locked herself in the alternate artist lab. Since yesterday, working on the ritual, she would not unlock the door unless someone from the student council asked her to. That makes sense. So, because he wasn't part of the student council.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Oh, that's a lie.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm.
Ha!
You went to the classroom, broke in,
Whoop.
and murdered the fuck out of Angie! Booyah! I'm a fucking genius!
Alright, so it must be broken, right?
The culprit used the katana to kill Angie. And it was found in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you suspicious. But anyone could have taken that katana, you see. So that rusty katana was the murder weapon.
Let's slow down.
We're
That
the
one,
only
okay.
one who
I've forgotten all of the
I did
all the
not
commands.
care about some katana.
Well, okay, that
Just
part's a
admit
lie,
it, you
but
shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom.
there we go.
That's wrong!
God, I hope she gets murdered. Me too.
No, Kyo would not have been able to enter Angie's lab. Isn't that right, Tsumugi?
Yeah. Before Angie locked herself up in her research lab, she said she wasn't going to open up for anyone but student council members.
And Kyo is not a member. She wouldn't have opened the door for him.
Kyo couldn't have killed Angie even if he wanted to.
I had no desire to kill her in the first place.
So whoever killed Angie must have been one of the student council members, yeah?
Why does that one girl sound like she's sleep
I was doing
talking?
a bit to lead you to the right answer.
Because most of the
Can't believe you
characters in
actually
this
got
game
it.
are boring.
Whoa, how clever!
Gonta.
You can just ignore her, Gonta.
The remaining student council members are Gonta, Kibo.
Actually, that's not fair.
Tsumugi,
Most of the
and
girls
Himiko.
in this game are boring.
Well, it can't be Himiko. She was besties with Angie. I trust their friendship. You guys do too.
And then there's this shit.
right?
Yeah, of course!
Can we trust their friendship so readily?
Obviously. Let's believe in them.
That trims our list of suspects down to 3. Gonta, Tsumugi, and Kibo.
Yep. The culprit is one of those 3 people.
Not
You
necessarily.
mean one of those 2 people. Because a robot ain't people, Jack.
That's racist. All right, so
I will
Kibo,
let that remark slide.
Kibo definitely did it because
Anyway,
everyone's being
Aren't
racist
these
towards him, right?
accusations just a
Like-
tad too hasty?
Like,
What else? The culprit should confess already. Gonta, Keyboy, or Tsumugi.
is this the last
Well-
game? Yes, unfortunately. The creator
No,
is taking a
not
break.
Gonta. Gonta would never kill Angie!
Yeah, Gonta's a gentleman.
Oh, he is
You
Death the
shouldn't
Kid.
suspect either
Okay,
of us.
I hear it now.
Hey, stick
I
up for
haven't
me
watched
too.
Soul Eater in a very, very long time, though.
Gonta definitely not hurt anyone! Torture Gonta if you don't believe!
Gonta, I could never.
Torture might be a bit too far, but Gonta and I aren't the culprits.
And I'm not the culprit either.
All right, you ready for
Jeez.
this double time?
I'm not the
We're
culprit.
not the culprit.
I feel like I don't like Samugi's character because her whole character trait is I'm plain and boring, and that makes a plain and
Must
boring
consider
character.
other possibilities. Surely there must be suspects outside the student council.
Student council!
That's utterly impossible.
Her last name?
A dead chick
Not just
can't be the
anyone can open
culprit.
that door.
Why?
Only student council members had access.
Oh, there it is. Fuck you, Kokichi, you dumb bitch.
No, it wasn't just student council members that could have opened that lab door.
What was it you said earlier about Kyo opening the door, Shuichi?
No.
Unless you're a student council member, you can't enter Angie's lab, right?
I was referring to Kyo. He couldn't have done it, but you could have. Because I saw you open the classroom lock by picking it.
Yeah, we saw this. Goodbye.
Oh, that happened? I totally forgot.
So you're going to pretend you don't remember, huh?
She's plain and boring because she's
Marrying
probably
me like
Junko in
that.
hiding or something.
course
Don't
I
say
remember.
that. Please don't say that. If
Yeah,
Samugi is the
I get it.
mastermind.
I killed Angie.
Kokichi is resident rat bastard. It's too early for him to die. Yeah.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
Yeah, there's no way he's telling the truth.
I picked the lock to her lab, snuck into the room, and then wham! Killed Angie. The culprit was me, all along.
I don't believe you.
What?
I just straight up don't believe you.
What are you saying? Is this some kind of joke?
Nah, no joke. I thought that if I confessed, I could atone for my sins. And it helped. I feel so much better.
I'm gonna make the trial more interesting, and by that I mean add like
So
30 minutes
Kokichi
because I'm
really is
obnoxious.
culprit?
Woohoo! Fun character!
No, he's lying. I think. Maybe?
He's lying. I'm certain of it.
No, definitely not a lie. I killed Angie. Shouldn't you guys believe the culprit when they confess?
Then let me ask
I hate him.
you,
What if Mew
culprit,
killed him and then
how did
died?
you lock the
I
room?
would rather he killed Mew.
Huh? Well, it's the same as opening
'Cause I
it.
can
You
stand
pick the
him
door
more
closed
than
from
Mew.
the outside.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Huh? What doesn't make sense? Can't you lock a door by picking it?
Maybe, but that's not how the culprit locked the room. They used a different method.
Oh yeah, they locked the back room, didn't they?
Different method? Yeah, Mumbles. Use your big boy voice and explain yourself.
Mew, just take a gun and never mind, forget it.
There were 2 doors to the classroom, and the one locked last was.
The back door.
That's it! The back door. That's how they made this a
Can you lock a door by,
locked-room
by
mystery.
picking it? I don't think so. I don't think you can,
The
but I
back
could be
door had a
wrong. I've
sliding
never picked the
lock,
lock, so I wouldn't
yes.
know.
How was it locked from the outside?
The culprit used a certain tool.
Oh boy. I would assume the katana, but I would assume the sheath of the katana. Is that- oh. Really? Okay. So it must have been just the regular katana.
I see it!
Weird minigame? Yeah, the minigames in this one aren't the
Holy
best.
katana that was stabbed into Kaede's effigy.
One definitely had the best minigames.
The culprit used that to hit the knob of the sliding lock to lock the door.
So the gold leaf was on the sliding lock
Because when the katana hit the lock, some of the gold leaf rubbed off on it.
It's okay, chat, we'll figure
the
it out.
gold leaf on that katana did peel rather easily.
That evidence rings a bell. Specifically, a school bell.
Yes, Monokuma, we get it. You're referencing your own game.
Are you talking about a different school?
Yes, we get it.
What school
I played
was
it. Leave me alone.
Now, that doesn't matter anymore. Let's not dwell on the past.
Though I guess that is saying that this Monokuma
Ooh, the gold leaf
knows
landed on the
what happened in the
sliding
first
lock
one?
when the katana touched it. So that means the culprit used the katana to move the sliding lock, right? But wait, how did they move it with the katana? And from outside Angie's lab.
The clue that might give us the answer is the layout of the area itself.
Okay.
It was an odd setup after all. The katana stabbed into the effigy. The effigy's hung upside down.
Angie didn't do that as part of the ritual?
No. Nowhere in the Necronomicon did it say you had to hang the effigies.
If it was not
I
part of the
don't know.
ritual, then it must have been for a different purpose, right?
Different purpose? What could that have been? Did they... I thought maybe they could swing the effigy to make it lock when they walked out, but how would that... I guess you need to know the reason behind every setup. I don't know. If I do that, the way the culprit looked... I locked the room, should be clear. I walked into this and now I'm very confused. Welcome to hell, bud. Alright. Let's figure it out. This still really is like the worst minigame they could have added. Not because it's bad, but just because it's so long and boring. It's like Crazy Taxi if you took out all the fun of it. Or Mario Kart if you took out all the fun of it. Or any driving game. Yeah, took out all the fun of it. No, I'll just wait. I got plenty of time. I'll just wait. Resurrect the Black Girl. Angie? No, Angie was the worst. We're all glad that she's dead. What turned the handle of the sliding lock? The katana is killed. That's what we figured out, right? Junko resurrections confirmed. I don't like that. You shut your mouth. I'm sorry, Turtle. You weren't here when we had to experience her. She's the worst. She's real cute, and I wish she wasn't the worst. But she is the worst. Turtle, she started a cult. I think she was an islander. Yeah, me too. I think that's what they were going for. But she was definitely darker skinned than everyone else in the game. And she was a religious nut and a cult leader, so like, sorry, she gotta go. What was done to make the katana turn the lock? It's a super great question. Do you like how my fucking car is just drifting right now? Yeah, give me the answers, because I'm not sure. Soon, yeah. But how does that lead? I don't know how the effigy would close the lock and then spin the way that it is. I need a visual representation. I want that sign that says thinking time whenever I'm taking a test. Really certain it would just be bright and annoying. I hate the music for this segment. I don't think the music's terrible. It's not good, but it's not terrible. It's kind of like the rest of this minigame. It's just kind of boring. Did you see that, chat? That was almost really cool. How is the effigy manipulated to make the katana affect the lock? All right. So it's hung upside down. So maybe they flipped it the other way. It's the lyrics that drive me nuts. Oh, I can't hear the lyrics, so that's probably why. I would assume spinning it so the katana could hit it. Yeah. I think space-wise it doesn't make sense unless what we saw was just a bad representation of it.
That's it.
I don't like this game. This minigame that is,
The
yeah,
reason the culprit
it's
stuck
bad.
the katana into the effigy was so that it would hit the sliding lock as the effigy spun.
Effigy spun?
I guess that makes sense. If it was far enough away.
That's right.
Okay, I thought...
If you spun the effigy,
I thought
the rope that was
Coyote's,
hanging from it would twist.
effigy was much closer to the door. So that makes sense.
Then, if you let it go, the rope would unwind and the effigy would spin the other way. And of course, the katana would spin with it.
I see. So the culprit used the katana's counterspin to push the lock into place?
The culprit simply needed to spin the effigy's rope and then swiftly leave. This would cause the spinning katana to hit the sliding lock.
Oh, so maybe it was a student council
Thus
member.
was the back door of an empty classroom locked from the inside.
Because now they can get out pretty easily.
Yes.
It's getting in
how
that was the hard
Angie's
part.
lab was locked. By using the effigy with the katana.
A plan born from the heart of a sword traveling through the air to intercept us. Oh, but could it have moved the slide box so easily?
The sliding lock was pretty loose. A little push could move it.
That's right, we did figure that out. They did give us all the
As long as
clues.
spinning katana hit the lock,
That was a fun little
it would
puzzle.
have slid into position.
If the effigy was like
Even if the culprit
visually
failed
more
the
far
first
away from the
times,
door,
he
I would have
could
liked
keep
it more.
trying until it locked.
But I thought it was much closer.
Which
But it was
is
just a
why
depth
the
perception
culprit
thing.
chose to strike at nighttime as to avoid detection.
Yes, since the student council prohibited anyone from walking around at nighttime.
Are you saying it's the student council's fault?
Yes,
I didn't say that.
I did. Fuck you.
In any case, the culprit probably used the murder weapon for this trick.
This is unrelated, but I brought the
It
NES
had
style
to have been
controllers
the
for Switch
right
and I'm excited.
length
Nice.
to hit the sliding lock from the effigy.
I need new Switch controllers.
The
One of
culprit
ours has
couldn't
gone
find
bad.
the blade long enough in my lab, so they settled for the katana.
The other effigies were only hung up so we'd think it was some kind of ceremony. That way, we wouldn't notice the lock trick.
Smart. I like that.
But Kokichi did say earlier that he could have picked the lock closed. I don't want to completely ignore that possibility. But I can't imagine the culprit.
Is my
would have
controller
done all
drifting?
this
No,
just
so-
for a distraction.
So here, let me just explain it real quick. So one of the controllers I have, so a Switch controller is 2 Joy-Cons. One of the controllers won't connect as an individual Joy-Con. So we can play with 3 people. We have two controllers, so 4 Joy-Cons. So we can play with 3 Joy-Con controllers, but if we try to play with the 4th one, it will not connect to the Switch. Or if it does, it doesn't work. I don't know why it's happening, or what causes it, and I've tried to fix it a bunch of times, but it's just not working. So I think it's just easier to just buy a new controller when we have the money.
If that's the case, then Kokichi's
It is strange. Yeah, I don't
confession
really
earlier
understand
was
it myself.
actually-
Seriously? You fucking lied again?
Did you all really believe him?
Kokichi. Oh, man. You guys got me. Okay, I'm not the culprit.
Rat bastard.
You're telling the truth this time, right?
I want to say I'm lying, but I'm not.
Go hit your
Why
head
did you
again.
say you were the culprit?
I wanted to lure the culprit out.
How?
If I claimed to be the culprit, then the real culprit would agree as well. You get me? And if they pressured me to confess, then that would have looked mighty suspicious. Sheesh. Darn it. It didn't go my way because Shuichi butted in on my plan.
Your plan sucks.
You and your fucking lies! Go sit in the corner and play with yourself!
Okay.
Your plan
I'll
sucks,
start
you
right
suck
now.
too. Oh, wait, hang on a second.
Alright, so who's the asshole who set up this locked room mystery?
I'm not trying to convince you, but the NES
You-
ones that are on sale for
We
like
can't
50% off,
hold it
really?
up
I'll have to look it up.
anymore.
What's the matter? You going soft on me now?
Why does anyone
Who
like
made the
her?
locker mystery
Why
doesn't
does anyone
matter,
like
since
him?
Anyone could have done it. Don't you even understand something as basic as that, you filthy cum dumpster?
Come, dumpster!
Kokichi's a little better than Mew, but not much.
Someone finally called me a
Mew is under Rat Bastard. Mew is like way under Rat Bastard.
What should we talk about now?
I'm going to just kill Mew. The
You
kill
must
doesn't count, so
focus
go
not
for it.
on the locked room, but on who entered Angie's lab. Only one of the student council members or Kokichi could have gained entry. Therefore, the culprit must be among their number.
Did she just get off from that? Yeah.
That leaves us with
Kokichi
4
is literally number
suspects.
1. People like Junko. I don't care what the
Mugi,
fandom says. They're all
Gunta,
horrible, awful
Kibo,
taste.
And Kokichi.
Could not care less.
Don't forget Himiko. She's also a part of the student council.
See, here's the thing. I don't agree with a lot of weebs because a lot of weebs have a bunch of like really shit taste in characters. It's really just a matter of like how cute a character is and how, oh my god, interesting character. Kokichi is shit as far as characters go. He claims that he's a leader of an evil organization. We have heard nothing about the evil organization. He knows how to lockpick, which is something a thief would do, not someone with evil organization. He's, haha, I'm gonna fuck with the trial, but not in a really like fun way to make it interesting like Byakuya did. And I don't even like Byakuya. Don't get me wrong, Byakuya sucks just as much. No, that's not true. Kokichi's worse. Byakuya's pretty bad. But like his fucking with the trial is literally, here, I'm going to lie. Ta-da! It's not interesting in any way. There's nothing he does that's interesting. He doesn't get under my skin because he's so predictable. You always know that he's lying. There's never a point where I was like, ooh, maybe he's telling the truth. Let's believe him. The fact that I saw him in the hall dead and knew immediately that he was not just shows how predictable and boring he is. I hate Kokichi.
Doesn't matter if she was besties with Angie, she's still a suspect.
That
Watch me
contradicts
go
what
off,
you said
chat.
earlier,
If I hate a
which
character, I
can
can
prove
go
using
off.
my recording function.
It's fine. That's just a waste of time.
A suspect? Never kill Angie!
In summary, he's shit. Yeah, pretty much.
Calling all suspects, what should we discuss next?
I think it's the next 2 cases is why I like
I wanna
Kokichi.
hear
I'll give him a
everyone's
chance.
opinion.
But as of
What
right
would you
now,
say
I
to get yourself
couldn't care
off the
less.
suspect list?
He's purposely
Why are you
predictable.
trying to lead the
That's
debate?
that's exactly the same as making a character whose whole personality trait is plain. It's boring. Who cares? Why make them like that at all?
Silence, outsider. Only the suspect rangers are allowed to speak.
What is he talking about now? I've missed something.
Suspect rangers?
Okay, I haven't. Never mind.
I agree. Those under suspicion should explain themselves thoroughly.
We might catch them with their pants down.
I went on a
Anyway,
fucking
I wanna
tangent.
ask the suspect
Did I miss
rangers,
anything, or are they all just yapping?
What should we talk about? What should we say to get ourselves off the suspect list? Well, guys, I want to hear what you think.
That's sort of a difficult question, you know?
Gonta not smart enough to know answer to that.
Gonta's innocent.
Yes, it is difficult to formulate a logical response to that question.
Not articulate with words, huh? Don't you guys want to prove your innocence?
They don't trust you one bit, and I don't blame them. You're probably plotting.
Did Tenko have to die?
I don't care. I just want to find the killer.
I want to know what happened to Angie too, but... Can we talk about Tenko's case now and not just Angie's?
I got you exactly where I wanted, Himiko.
What do you mean?
Why is he like this? I don't
The two
understand.
victims could have been killed by 2 separate murderers, you know. So we need to find the first Blackened responsible for the first victim. We gotta figure out who killed Angie. Until we solve Angie's case, Tenko's case is meaningless. Did you suggest that to waste our time?
It's not meaningless!
I don't care. I don't like either of these characters.
How dare you!
Hey, personality.
Poor Tenko! How could you do this to her? Himiko...
Himiko, stop it with your crappy lies.
Lies?
Everything you said is total BS. You didn't give two shits about Tenko when she was alive. But now you're like, oh no, poor Tenko, after she's dead. Come on, really?
Kokichi, enough!
No, it's okay. It's no surprise he'd think that. I know I ignored
I think
Tenko
Shield is in it.
before. That's why I'm so upset now. I should have faced Tenko. Worked things out with her while she was still alive.
Well, you took too long. She's dead now. Let's figure this out, okay? Chop chop.
It's too late. I can't complain to her or thank her. It's too late.
Yeah, seriously. It's way too late to realize that now. Our only option is to face her death head on.
Face her death?
Himiko,
I really don't care.
I understand what you're going through. So I'm gonna help you out.
Also, I didn't
Let's work
realize that my
together
mouse
to
was on
find the
there the
truth.
whole time. Whoops.
I'm not gonna let anyone say her death didn't matter.
Kaito. Alright. I'll put a silencing curse on whoever calls Tenko's death meaningless.
Can you just put it on mute, actually?
The name
Just
of
start
the
with her.
curse is Death Curse.
Are you having a good time?
Suppose
Yeah,
the
we're
dead
just...
would silence
We're
someone
talking to
pretty
characters that I just don't care about. And the pool of
up.
characters I do
All you
care
guys
about
are
is
gonna
getting
help
smaller
out
and
too.
smaller every case.
Abandoning someone who died and only thinking about your own survival. That's just as bad as a hit and run. I won't forgive something so messed up.
Kaito's talking though, and I like
Tenko was
Kaito.
our friend. Gonta wanna know why she died too.
I already told you that's so unnecessary. We're getting sidetracked here.
The cutest girl died, so I'm checked out, and I
Even
wasn't
if it
even
was a
here.
different culprit, we need to know how Tenko died.
Yes, Kurumi is
We
dead.
don't
Got
find
him.
out who killed her, we won't be able to work together. Not now, not ever. Even if this trial isn't for her, in order for us to survive, we need to get to the bottom of Tenko's death.
See, I was thinking...
Not just to survive this trial,
I was thinking
but
that...
so we can keep going and live on.
I was thinking that whoever killed in this case, would be dead by the end of it. So like, my original idea was that Tenko killed Angie and then Angie died. Then we find Tenko's killer and Tenko's killer dies. So everyone who is killed is dead. But what if whoever killed Tenko is still alive and isn't the Blackened, so technically will not die and has to live with the rest of them? That's wild.
Finally, you noticed. Jeez, you're so slow.
You're on as much as possible, but I have no idea what's going on in this
Did
story.
Kokichi
All
want
I've
us to
gathered is it's
notice-
a whodunit, kinda, yeah.
Don't listen to his crap. We haven't decided whether there were two different culprits yet.
Let us talk about Tenko's case then. Perhaps that will provide us a clue.
Give me a minigame. I'm on it.
Yeah, maybe.
Hi, Shuichi. Welcome. They're not wrong, but I don't mind going over Tenko's case. But that was an abrupt change of topic. Was that intentional?
So what do we talk about first?
For now,
That again is
let's
too
see if
good
we can
writing
narrow
for this
down
game.
the list of suspects.
Hey, Danganronpa has surprised us before, alright?
Crouch probably got killed during the seance, so everyone there's
Just because Mew is in this game doesn't mean that it's all bad. The people who attended the seance... Oh, the people who attended the seance. So, Korkio, Shuichi, Himiko, and Kokichi. Kiba wasn't there. And Tenko. So yeah, the first one.
That's it.
Am I sure?
me,
I believe in
Himiko,
Danganronpa.
and Kokichi.
Just not as much as Danganronpa.
those
I believe in
four are the
Danganronpa
culprits.
V3. Just not as much as Danganronpa 2.
Oh, Himiko's still culprit?
Well, that's probably just a coinkydink. The most suspicious out of the four is really
Kokichi.
Kyo.
Fuck you.
He suggested the whole seance idea.
True, I may have suggested it, but I explained the procedure beforehand, yes? If we all knew of it before the murder, then we are all equally suspicious.
could be a cover.
Well, I suppose, but...
He was the only one that knew the ritual,
In
though.
addition, the seance wasn't entirely in my control either. I was not the one who selected the room we performed it in. It was Himiko.
But all of the things were cut. So it doesn't matter which one Himiko said it was in.
Right.
I think that's a way to set up Himiko. I'm leaning... I think I'm leaning one of them might have been
We should not
Kyoto
limit
now.
our suspects to only those who participated in the seance. The empty room had a point of entry from outside, you see.
Point of entry from outside he must be referring to. I don't know if they mean over here.
There!
Yeah, okay. Below.
You're talking about under the floor, right?
That might have been better as a question, but no.
Huh?
No, Emo Nazi is interesting. Yeah, I know. But he's become too interesting, you know?
Yes, there's a crawl space under the floor.
We've learned too
or
much
something.
about him. He has to die. I'm sorry.
There was also a hole that connected it. to
Actually,
the
if he
neighboring room.
killed Tenko, technically he won't die.
If the culprit used the hole, they could have entered and exited the seance room.
If we consider that possibility, then there is another suspect.
Oh, he's about to bring up who I thought it was.
Another suspect? Who?
It's appearing before me.
He's gonna say it, and I'm gonna be mad.
Oh, I can see it clearly.
The
true identity.
He's gonna say it in a
of
minute.
Tenko's
Give him
killer.
a minute. He's having a moment. Give it a minute. Never mind. Okay. I guess he's not gonna say it. Alright.
The culprit sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
Okay.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Okay.
Light? You mean candle?
No.
I mean, Kibo's flashlight function.
Huh? Now hold on a second.
Okay, so Kiba's flashlight
Kibo
function
could
wouldn't
have
be.
used that function to get under the floor and sneak into the empty room during the seance.
I said hold on a second.
Oh, she
He
didn't
used
mention
his
the
robot
flashlight.
functions to commit the murders.
Huh. Okay.
Hold on a second.
I'm guessing that's what it is. Truth is that the little light you can move around on the floorboard, or is that
The
possible?
culprit sneaked in during the seance. By
Oh,
crawling
the hole in the
under
corner is tiny.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see? Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see,
Our villain.
I think the hole being too small.
Now
Kibo could have used that function under the floor.
Damn it.
Damn it! The culprit
So
sneaked
how-
in during the seance.
I remember who picked the room. Yeah, they just said Himiko. Oh, you had a conversation I didn't see. My bad. Alright, so... Actually, would it be
But it
loose
was pitch black during the seance.
loose floorboard? Because you would
How could they
see
see
it? Actually, where...
Even-
Give me loose floorboard. Oh, that's underneath. It was not loose before the seance. How does this work into it? It's a blinding light, so we'd be able to see it, right?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light. Light? You mean candle?
So he wouldn't have been able to sneak.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor.
No, okay. Alright, I don't know. I don't know what they're looking for here. I know they're wrong, I just don't know how to prove them wrong.
Seance by crawling under the floor.
But it was pitch black during...
Alright, so what is hole in the corner? Hole that was in the corner of the room the seance was held in. There is space under the floor so you can see what was dropped there. So you wouldn't really be sneaking.
How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Okay, there we go. And you could see the light. Okay, okay. I knew what they wanted from me, but not exactly how to get there. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking
I don't
to
think
it.
The culprit could have used a light while under the floor. There was a hole in the corner of the room. If a light were used, it would have leaked through, and we would have seen it.
So chat, I didn't think about that. I can tell you right now that my Tenko guess was wrong.
Definitely pitch black.
So a light was not shined under the floor, which means you cannot claim I am the culprit.
Story of your life playing this game,
Jeez.
true.
Here I thought this would be the
Very
case
true.
where the murder could only be done by a robot.
You have accused me of being the culprit more than once now, simply because I am a robot.
Yeah, robophobic.
My status as a robot does not mean I am capable of performing superhuman feats. My vision is somewhat poor, and I only possess average physical strength and intelligence.
All right, you made your point. God, now I feel sort of bad for you.
I neither want nor need your pity.
Enough with the flashlight! It's way too
Kibo's gonna
bright.
kill Kokichi. I'm calling it.
It would have been difficult to move around under the floor in that pitch black darkness. Maybe the floor and the hole have nothing to do with this case.
Then why was floorboard under Tenko lined up funny? Gonta thinks that was so culprit could stab Tenko from under floor.
No, I don't think so.
Ooh, nice observation, Gonta. Are you finally getting used to the class trial?
Gonta, I love you, but I don't think you're right.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
It just doesn't line up.
Don't say it like that. You're better off not being used to this kind of stuff.
Maybe they marked Tenko with glowing paint and looked for that.
Danganronpa
That'd let the culprit find her. Then they could stab her through the floorboards.
Boy, that sounds really familiar too. But I'm just
It
gonna
is.
ignore it.
Monokuma would like to confirm that it is indeed a
Corpse didn't
callback.
have any trace of glowing paint, though.
Oh, yeah. So then why was that floorboard loose?
Alright, chat, I hate to do this to you. Babe, can you do me a favor? Can you talk to chat for just a minute? I really gotta pee.
I will do that. Hi, chat. I was told how to do cat cam. How do I get the mouse out of the game? Hold on. Hold on. I hope this doesn't break it. Okay. 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 Okay, we're figuring it out, chat. We're figuring it out. Do you see them? They're bunking! They're learning how to share space! I think I saw that Andrew posted a picture of them doing this on Twitter earlier too, so they must be comfy. I wonder how close I can get. I can't really see the screen if I get closer, so... Let's see. Extend the wire. Oh, I can't get too much closer. Oh, a little hug. Yeah? Oh, she actually responded. I don't think you guys could hear that, but she gave a little... So cute! But hello, everybody! I'll keep this on them while I talk, because, I don't know, I get camera shy. Andrew, what do you want for Christmas? Oh gosh, I actually have an extensive list. Most of it's books, though. Like on photography. And I'm reading the Game of Thrones series, and I'm only like 100 pages into the second book, so... I'm hoping to get that series. What do you guys all want for Christmas if you celebrate it? I should figure out how to fix the game too, because I kind of put it on a different... oh no, I don't know. No, never mind. I'm just gonna leave it on caps. I hear him. Hi, babe. Should I put it back on regular game now? I've just had it on the cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Is it live scene?
I can do it. Or yeah, live scene TFT.
Okay. I did this because I didn't know how to get the mouse out of the game to click on the other stuff.
Oh, have you never alt tabbed before?
I did, and it did that.
That's shift tab.
Oh, well, never mind. Andrew's back.
Chad, I'll set up like a real cat cam soon. I think it's something that we really need.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, chat. I thought I could hold it for the next 50 minutes, but it's just not good for me. So I have to pee. Yes, chat. I know everyone likes the cats more than me. I'll set up a cat cam soon. I promise. Thank you, chat. Let us continue.
The loose floorboard was the one under Tenko, right? If the culprit used it while she was still alive, she'd totally notice.
Who fucking cares? Fussing over that won't get us closer to the culprit!
It's not that I like the cats more than you, it's
Shouldn't
just the
dismiss
cats are
this
cats,
line
it's
of
fair.
inquiry, however. Instead of butting our heads against this, how about we concentrate on another issue?
What other issue?
Perhaps first, we should figure out how and when exactly Tenko was killed.
When? So not during seance?
Tenko was in the metal cage for the whole seance, wasn't she? How could someone have gotten to her there?
Alright, I'm sorry, chat. I have to tell you all this really quickly. So, my dad, my father, is very, very difficult to buy gifts for. I'm sure some of you have parents that are also like that. My dad is impossible to buy gifts for. He never asks for anything. So my mother got him a heated vest, because she thought it was something that he would like and he could wear to keep himself warm while he's snowblowing or whatever. It came in 2 shipments, apparently, and so it came as, like, the vest itself, and then another one came as batteries. So the batteries came in, she didn't know what the fuck they were, so she asked him. So mom was like, oh, I bought it for Andrew.
Maybe the culprit killed her before she went under the metal cage.
That's not possible. She was alive at that point.
Everyone in Danganronpa is fucking stupid, but at least Gonta has a reason. Gonta's not really, like, stupid, he's just not real smart.
Yes.
Everyone else, yes, incredibly fucking
Unmistakably
stupid.
alive when the seance began.
That was right before we...
Oops. My bad.
The floorboard was removed at that point.
I just didn't want to hear
so it's
Kokichi's
likely
talking,
she
so I...
was already dead.
So she was killed when the room was dark?
But she was inside Cage, right? Going to think it impossible to kill her then.
And she wasn't killed when the room was dark. It was a different time.
A different time?
How the fuck should I know? You figure it out, shitheads.
Very cool, Mew, you're so smart. What an interesting and fun character.
Since Gonta said it was impossible, I'm proposing an alternate theory. Now hurry up and think! If you want to make my golden brain tingle, start circle jerking your lipstick brains!
What a fun and interesting character. Also, the mouse is in the screen again. Alright. Let's see.
When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
It was. We have the white sheet
It could
with blood
not
on
have
it.
been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time.
That's true.
And she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment Cage was lifted?
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
It must be in the
When
moment.
Cage lifted, culprit stabbed Tenko real fast. So fast, no one saw.
Shut up, Mew. Shut up.
Stop after the cage.
I should have just fucking fired chat.
It was me.
Oh my god, I hate her.
Tenko is the culprit!
There's no to the...
God, I hate her.
Tenko got
Okay.
It wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time.
So it was either...
She was under cage
Yes,
the
that,
whole
okay,
time.
that one's true.
What about moment Cage was
There we go.
That's wrong!
No, it wasn't possible to kill her the moment the cage was lifted. Because the inside of the white cloth had Tenko's blood on it. That cloth was removed before the cage was lifted.
So it
If
was
Tenko
Kyo.
was stabbed in, there wouldn't be blood on the cloth.
What? But how could my golden brain be wrong when it felt so right?
The only possibility is that Tenko was killed during the seance.
I got your remodel right here!
Shut up.
No, it's still wrong to think that Tenko was killed during the seance.
Jack, give me my blade.
I'm gonna
I
prove
must
it
cut
right
this
now.
bitch down.
My golden brain is gonna go all out!
Alright, what do I got? What do I gotta work with?
Tenko died
Sickle on the
after
floor.
the seance.
I'm guessing.
It happened when the sheet was lifted. That was the moment the culprit chose to stab the fuck out of Tenko through the cage. They stuck the thin blade through the gap, and that clean white sheet got stained blood red.
But the weapon was
I can't believe you're gonna kill Mira. I'm
Only
sorry,
the
Mira.
blade could have
It
fit
has
through
to be
the
done.
gaps.
I hope you'll stay sub to me, though.
The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko, sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
Oh, wait, no, she wasn't
She
sitting.
wasn't
Fuck.
that far
Okay.
from the cage's gaps. In which case, the person who lifted the sheet is the culprit, and that's none other than Kyo.
So it must be the.
The blade's all
She
you
wasn't
need.
sitting.
If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko,
I knew this was coming. I'm always
sitting
getting
in there with
bullied.
her neck all exposed.
I don't know how you get those people. I didn't know you could even get those people. The B1s, whatever. It's fine.
Wait just a minute. Tenko wasn't sitting down inside.
Oh, I suppose if
the
I went
cage.
down at an angle, I could have. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I got the right answer, and that's all that matters.
She was bent over with her forehead against the marker stone. And the cage itself was about 3 feet tall. The sickle's blade was too short to reach Tenko while she was in that position.
Then I messed up again? How could this happen? I am so embarrassed.
It's because you're dumb.
No
Now
worries,
sit
Mew.
down.
Everyone already knows you're an embarrassment to the human race.
Kokichi, this is the only reason I like you.
Yeah, no worries.
Even Gonta's bullying. What the fuck, Mira? That is you.
Right.
That's like
Then
the
it's
worst version of
impossible
you.
for Tenko to have been killed through the cage.
She couldn't have been killed during the seance since she was in the cage, right?
My boyfriend just
If
sees
she
at
was
the
killed then,
router without
the
giving
cloth
me
over the
warning. How
cage would
rude.
have been pierced.
We embarrassed me. You
Not
didn't
during
miss
the
much.
seance or from below the floor. Then it's impossible, isn't
I'm
it?
sorry, Mira. I did say the worst part of you.
Yeah.
I
for
think
a
you're more
living
likable than
person.
Mew.
Huh?
What if Angie's spirit killed Tenko?
I can't help but feel
What
that
are you talking
Kokichi's making
about?
fun of me for
That's
thinking
not
that.
possible.
You don't know that. Some things are impossible for a human, but not for a spirit.
I forgot about the sound too.
Don't say stupid stuff like that. Screw spirits.
Stop that now.
Angie's spirit killed Tenko? Why?
Himiko?
The mouse came
Angie's
back. What the
spirit
fuck?
killed Tenko.
What if Tenko killed Angie, and then Angie's spirit came back for revenge?
Like I said, that's impossible. Spirits can't be culprits.
Then explain how the culprit killed Tenko under these impossible circumstances.
Yeah, I got it. I'm
Well,
sorry. I don't know why it keeps showing up.
See? You can't explain, can you? Only a spirit could have done it!
Wait, I know. What if the culprit was hiding inside the cage?
What?
If they were in there, they could have stabbed Tenko during the seance.
Oh, Kaito. I like you, but you are not
If there
smart.
was someone else in the cage, we would have
I
noticed.
agree with Kaito. The culprit could have been inside the cage.
You do?
Nonsense. There was no space in the cage for the culprit to hide.
Maybe the culprit wouldn't need to hide in the first place.
What?
So
Also,
what?
the culprit could have killed her in the cage at any time.
Are we saying that it was Tenko?
I think you know what I'm getting at, right?
I think so. The they she's referring to. Pronoun game!
I believe Maki is referring to Tenko herself.
Why?
What did you say?
Why?
Are you saying Tenko is the culprit?
Why?
Suicide.
Why?
Suicide?
If she committed suicide, it would explain a lot of things we couldn't figure out.
Why?
She volunteered to be in the cage, and then stabbed herself during the seance. It wouldn't matter how dark the room was.
But the sickle she was stabbed with was under the floor, right? If Tenko had stabbed herself, wouldn't the sickle still be inside the cage?
Oh my god. Mew actually said something smart.
Perhaps that explains why the floorboard was removed. After
that she could
stabbing
move it.
herself with the sickle, she threw it underneath the floor.
Why?
So she took off the floorboard to get rid of the sickle?
Yes, that makes sense to Gonta.
Why?
Doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, you know what? I'm with Himiko.
No reason for Tenko to commit suicide.
Why?
Maybe I wasn't too far off with the theory I had earlier. You know, about Tenko killing Angie.
Yeah?
Because Tenko and Angie were fighting for your attention, right?
Yeah.
Tenko's pent-up frustration led her to commit such an atrocity. Her conscience couldn't handle it anymore, so she decided to end her own life.
If that were the case, it would be a combination of the third and fourth,
But if
game
she was
one.
gonna kill herself, why do it during the seance?
She wanted to hide the truth of her suicide.
Really? Why?
There
why?
could only be one reason to hide it in a killing game, right? It's to take us down with her.
Take us down?
I don't
She wanted
think
us
so.
to pick the wrong answer during the class trial. So she could bring us all down. She wanted us to die with her.
That doesn't. I don't like Tenko, but that doesn't
well,
sound
she
like her.
probably just wanted Himiko to die with her, but still.
That's a little
What are you
bizarre. I
saying?
don't.
Tenko.
I hope
like
not.
That
Otherwise, she's even more than a rat bastard.
told me.
What if all of that was just a lie?
A lie?
Wait, we should believe Tenko's last words.
The true terror of class trials is that you shouldn't believe everything said.
Himiko, you said that Tenko would never do anything like that. But how can you be so sure? Did you guys actually know each other? People keep all sorts of secrets. Like Maki. She hid the fact that she's a cold-blooded killer.
And I'll do it again.
Is it wise of us to trust other people wholeheartedly in this kind of situation?
Jeez, you're such a naive dude.
Naive?
Are we gonna get a whole conversation about friendship
We're all
now?
just people, you know? Of course we're gonna have some secrets. What matters is whether there's any malice behind them.
People can lie about how malicious their hidden secrets really are.
Well, duh. It's impossible to know for sure what others are thinking.
See, I like Kaito.
That's why it all comes down to whether or not you believe in yourself. If you get betrayed, it's not their fault. It's your fault for believing in them. That's why I believed in Maki Roll, because I wanted to believe in her.
I don't know what that has to do with anything, but...
You're acting all cool doesn't mean you get to skip training.
Hey, come on. Don't you think you're being a little too strict?
Well, we come from
His
different
hair looks like a
backgrounds.
toupee.
So for now, let's agree to disagree. No one's ever called me naive before. And from Kaito? Seriously?
Shit on Kiddo.
Whether or not I believe, my heart can't reach Tenko anymore. But I want to believe in her. She wouldn't commit suicide. She wouldn't try to take us down.
Like, it makes the most sense, but like, it just doesn't line up.
Me too. Gonta no can believe Tenko commits suicide.
It was Mew, get her out of here.
But if Tenko did commit suicide, that would answer all of our questions.
If you insist we believe in Tenko, then provide a reason to do so.
All right, I'll give you a reason.
Is there a reason?
Do I have to lie?
Yes, there is. Will you trust me, Maki? If it turns out I'm wrong, you can blame me all you like.
You can blame me when we're all dying in hell.
But for now, I need you to trust in my detective.
Wait, why Mew? I just don't like Mew. Did Mira die yet? No. Don't believe Tenko would kill herself because of what she said. Alright, I'm actually gonna read this part because I'll see you guys after the seance. She says, see you guys after. I doubt she had a sudden change of heart. Just because we don't know if she was killed doesn't mean that it was suicide. We shouldn't be satisfied with that. If we keep thinking we find the truth, and that means we have to believe in Tenko, I'll make them all believe. No, I don't think it was Mew this time. I don't like Mew, but I don't think she's a killer.
So far, suicide seems to be the best explanation.
Actually, what is it? Yeah, give me Monokuma file. Nah, that doesn't give me anything. What else I got?
Her plan was to take us down with her.
Each child. I don't know how that works into it.
So she hid her true intentions.
Oh, Tenko's last moments, probably that. Tenko died in a crouch position. The injury on the back of her neck was deep, but probably not enough to kill her immediately. So it's gotta be something like that, right? She was still crouched.
Tenko's not that kind of person.
We'll see, though. We'll see what else we have to work with.
If Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance. She could have secretly brought the sickle and then stabbed herself with it.
Why would she have secretly brought the sickle?
Finally,
though?
with the last of her strength, she threw the sickle underneath the floor. All the pieces fit.
Huh. I think it's typically suicide, but only because they're lashing onto the easiest answer to get out of this. I need to make them think their suicide theory wouldn't work.
So far,
I need to make them
suicide
think.
seems to
So
be the
is
best
this a lie? Is this a lying one?
Her plan was to take us down with her. So she hid her true intentions.
I don't think so.
Tenko's not that kind of person.
It would tell me if I had to lie, right?
Tenko did commit suicide.
Because it did the last two trials, and I
It would
like that.
explain how she died during the seance.
But if I had to figure out by myself I had to lie in
She
this
could
one,
have
I
secretly
would
brought
not
the
have liked
sickle
that.
and then stabbed herself with it.
I think so.
Finally,
That's
with the last of her strength.
oh, oops! I wanted to make that a lie.
Oh no!
Unless her death was instant. Yeah. Okay.
So far, suicide seems to be the best explanation.
Her plan was to take us down with her. So she hid her true intentions.
I feel like everyone would know, because we'll try lying about Tenko's last moments.
If Tenko did
Oh,
commit
whoops.
suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance. She could have secretly brought the sickle and then stabbed herself with it.
Finally, with the
There we go. Yeah. Okay. It was a lie. Okay. I think they did a good enough job of saying, "Hey, you need to lie," without telling me I need to lie. So that one's
The
okay.
sickle under the floor because she died instantly.
Yeah, the reason to check the angle of the wound and shit. I don't think they have the talent to. So it was not instant.
I'm certain of it. My investigation determined that she died.
They did in the first 2 games, because someone was a real detective and someone else was a
I'd like to hear
medical
from someone who specializes
specialist.
in murder.
Maki.
You're right. I completely forgot about that important
Because you can tell if
detail.
it's suicide from the blade angles and other forensics. Yeah, these guys, this group is not smart enough to figure that out.
What?
As an assassin, I specialize in killing my targets swiftly. I have no doubt that Tenko was killed immediately.
I'm glad that Maki is on my side now.
Words of a true killer. Pretty sure we can believe everything she said.
How
Thank
could
you,
you
Maki.
forget that, Maki roll? You better apologize to Shuichi.
Nice, cool.
Excuse me?
It's okay, Kaito, really. No apology necessary. Anyway, Tenko died so suddenly that she couldn't have gotten rid of the sickle. Knowing that, the theory that she killed herself just doesn't fit.
I love her nickname that he gave her. Yeah. I like Kaito.
Tenko wouldn't commit suicide.
Thank goodness, Himiko.
Okay,
Which means someone definitely killed Tenko during the seance.
Her suicide was considered because we could not determine how she was killed.
No, there must have been a way. We're gonna figure it out.
Did any of the participants witness anything peculiar during the
Yeah, there
seance?
was a giant fucking
If you know
crash.
something, please speak up. It could be the key to solving this mystery.
Not a bad idea. We should remember what happened at the seance. Let me try to remember. I'm sure there's something. Need some kind of clue that will help me solve this mystery. Yeah, the fucking giant crashing noise. Yeah, sound during seance.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary during the seance?
There is something that bothers me. The fact that the seance failed. The ritual was perfect, and yet it failed. How utterly strange.
It wasn't perfect though. There was the sound.
Now that I think about it, while we were all singing the song, I heard something fall.
Oh. Yeah, it spun, so I got it. I was gonna miss it, but it started spinning.
Himiko, you think that something fell because of that sound you heard, right?
Yeah.
It sounded like something heavy fell down and hit the floor really hard. What could have fallen down?
A body.
Fallen down? There wasn't anything on the ceiling that could have fallen down, right?
Am I wrong? I thought something fell, but
The sound was pretty loud. It did seem like something hit the floorboards.
A loud sound, like something hit the floorboards. Maybe that sound had something to do with the other thing that happened in the dark. What other thing? So it would have been something... Loose floorboard, maybe? I'm gonna guess loose floorboard, but I'm actually not sure.
This is it!
It is that. I'm a genius. Holy shit. Bow down before me.
I think the floorboard coming off had something to do with that sound. That floorboard came loose at some point during the seance, right?
Could the floorboard have made such a loud sound, though?
It was the sound of an intense impact.
If the impact was that intense, then it could have loosened the floorboard.
It is true, there had to be a strong impact to make that sound. But what was it? What could it possibly be?
Alright then, let's go with that. We all gotta put our heads together now.
I don't know what it could have been, though. Usually I would know. The only thing that was really heavy that they mentioned was the dog statue.
So what made the floorboard come loose?
Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force.
Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floorboard.
That wouldn't make such a loud crashing sound.
Maybe the wooden statue fell over.
That's what I thought, maybe.
But that statue was still on top
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
cage.
that's all. It doesn't make any sense.
Hide under floor. Then stood up with such might.
Oh.
But we already
Oh.
said there was no one under the floor.
Okay.
It must have stomped through the floorboard.
A floorboard that comes loose when you step on it. God, it's like I'm on the ball.
Balls to say that, Mew.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha.
Best of friends.
Okay. So, whatever Gonza said. Someone stood up, hit their head.
Maybe the wooden statue fell over.
I don't suppose it was Kokichi. I don't think it was Kokichi.
Still on top of the cage.
It might have been Kokichi. Wait a
Hide
minute.
under floor.
Wait a minute.
Then stood up with such might.
I was wrong.
Really?
So what made the floorboard come loose?
Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force.
Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floorboard.
Was it the
That wouldn't
crosspiece?
make such a loud crashing sound.
I don't know.
Maybe the wooden statue fell over.
But that statue was still on top of the cage.
Culprit hide under floor. Then stood up with such might.
But we already said there was no one under the floor.
Someone must have stomped through the floorboard.
A floorboard that comes loose when you step on it is dangerous. God, it's like I'm the only
Oh,
one
okay.
here.
Maybe it's Kokichi. Crosspiece under the floor. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. That's the only thing I could think of. Wait, it wouldn't have been Kokichi. Kokichi was in the room for us. I'm just dumb. Never mind.
Someone must have stomped.
Did that really miss?
A floorboard that comes
I'm
loose.
mad. I'm mad. How could that have missed? That is some nonsense. Okay, but that definitely hit, right? Like, it's not just me. And if it didn't not hit, it was by pixels, right?
Said there was no on the floor.
Someone must have stomped.
There we go. Okay.
I agree.
Whatever, it's fine.
Kokichi is right. The floorboard came loose because someone stomped on it.
The floorboards fit perfect. Going to make sure first time we go to empty room.
When we first saw the room, yes. But when I looked again during the investigation, one of the crosspieces supporting the floorboards was cut off. After examining the cut, I concluded that it must have been done deliberately.
Someone? You mean the culprit, right?
So wait, did someone
Why'd they
stomp
do
on the
that?
floorboard, make it go up a little bit,
But did the
so
culprit stand
Kyo
to
was
gain
shot
by
up?
cutting the
Not Kyo,
crosspiece?
Tenko was shot up? Solve this case and you think carefully about the crosspiece and floorboard. That's the only thing I can think. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's exactly what it was for. Tenko's body was at one end of the loose floorboard, and the crosspiece that had been cut was on the other side. The unsupported part was outside the cage, so it could have been stomped on. Okay, so that's what it was. I was confused about where the cut was, but that makes sense. Only one of the crosspieces was cut, the other two were intact. One of them was right under Tenko, and the other one was in the center, right about where the edge of the cage was. I was hoping to gain cheap by stomping on the floorboard. Alright, time for Hangman's Gambit. Okay, but I don't know what I want to spell. What happened when the loose floorboard was stepped on? See, I don't like this because I don't know exactly what they want from me. So I have to just kind of start randomly spelling and hoping for the best. See. Seesaw effect? That might be what they're going for. Yeah, it's got to be seesaw effect. Is that any? No. Alright. Give me a C. Give me a T. Oh, is that a T right there? Cool. Okay.
I see now.
Once I figure out the word, this one's not so bad. It's just a matter of figuring out the word.
That's right. The floorboard might have been used as a seesaw.
A seesaw?
The crosspiece at one end of the floorboard had been cut off. The other two crosspieces holding up that board were close to the cage. Meaning, if you were to apply force to the end of the floorboard with no crosspiece, the next crosspiece would act as a fulcrum to turn the floorboard into a lever. A lever capable of lifting up Tenko's entire body.
Her whole body lifted up?
Yeah, that sounds like a seesaw, all right. But why bother lifting Tenko's body?
They couldn't have killed Tenko like that, unless they used the sickle.
That's exactly it. Using the seesaw trick, it was possible to kill Tenko with a sickle.
Well, how?
How?
Did they...
In order for the culprit to kill Tenko with a seesaw trick, the placement of the sickle is the most important factor.
So it has to be like at the top of the cage, right? Floorboard, seesaw, the cage, and the blood on the white fabric. What conclusion can I draw from this? There's only one place the sickle could have been. It was consistent with the evidence. Would have been the top, right?
That's it!
But how could they hide it?
The sickle was at the top of the iron cage, with the blade facing down.
How did we not realize that?
The reason we didn't see it was because of the fabric covering the cage.
Oh, I see, okay.
The wooden statue kept the blade in place.
Oh,
It's
so Kyo
true
just
that the
stuck it right in,
sickle's
okay.
handle was thick, which made the statue wobble.
It's a sickle. Okay, I thought we were dealing with a sight. I know they kept calling it a sickle, but it looked like a sight. It looked big. Okay. I thought they just didn't know what a sickle was, but they did. The perspective, again, was just weird. Okay. Suddenly everything's starting to make sense now. I was like, how can you hide a sight in clothing? The sickle makes way more sense.
She was bent over, meaning the sickle's blade would have connected with her neck.
The 6-inch sickle blade wasn't long enough to stab Tenko in her crouch position. But with the floorboard acting as a seesaw, it could compensate for the blade's length.
Bringing the victim to the sickle, rather than bringing the sickle to the victim. That's definitely an unorthodox idea.
It's crazy, but it would explain how Tenko got stabbed while she was in the cage.
So the sound we heard was the culprit stomping on the floorboard.
That impact make floorboard come loose.
Looks like we got ourselves a good old-fashioned seesaw homicide.
Ah, yes, a classic.
Wait, what the hell's a seesaw homicide?
Alright, I think I figured it all out.
Craziness is what really makes the killing game fun, you know?
I think I figured out.
They can't get away with murder the normal way, so they gotta think outside the box. Kudos, culprit! You did a great job keeping me entertained.
Indeed. Well played, Himiko.
No. No.
It was you, wasn't it? The one behind the seesaw homicide.
Can we stop calling it that?
Why her?
Because she's the only one capable of carrying out this plan.
The only one? Why's that?
Because this seesaw homicide required its location to be prepared beforehand.
Immediate accusation is bad,
By putting
yeah.
the crosspiece beneath the floorboard, you mean?
But we can prove that all the cross pieces are
Then the culprit
bent
would need to
or
lure
cut.
their victim into the prepared room.
Logic, Himiko small and plays with
That
seesaw.
is why you chose that room for the seance.
I'm starting to
Is
see
it
it
not,
now.
Himiko?
I'm starting to see it. Oh no, emo Nazi,
You
yeah.
found out about my plans for the seance somehow.
Sorry, I skipped ahead a little bit, but
You
not
were
too
quite
much.
vocal about the seance, Kyo. You even had instructions for it in your lab.
Yeah, I'm sorry, chat, it was emo Nazi.
Our culprit, Himiko, prepared her seesaw trap ahead of time. Then she waited for me to host the seance and suggested the middle room. She led us all into holding the seance right where she wanted it.
You're like the last interesting dude. Hey, how dare you? Gonta is right there.
Then she killed Tenko, all according to plan.
That's a lie, right? Himiko did such a thing?
No. I got this.
In the end, Himiko, who Tenko cherished and loved, tragically killed her.
No!
Wait! We don't know that, right? He's wrong, right, Himiko? Himiko would never kill Tenko, right?
Kill Tenko?
But Gonta is just like, I like Bug and I protect. Yeah, and he's great and wonderful.
Himiko?
What's wrong,
And he wants to be
Himiko?
gentleman. And was raised by wolves. It's true that using the middle room was Himiko's idea. Does that mean that Himiko really killed Tenko? Did something like that really happen? Something so cruel. Is Gonta interesting or just adorable? Okay, fine. I guess he's just adorable, chat. I'll take the lick here. Alright, chat. I hate to end the stream a little early, but I think this is a good stopping point. Right in the intermission. I think that's like the best time to stop the game. And we're only ending like 13 minutes early, which is fine. I kind of need to do some stuff for D&D tomorrow that I told Nate I would do weeks ago. Whoops. So, I don't know about you, but being raised by wolves and wanting to be a gentleman is kind of interesting. Yeah, I mean, I guess everyone has their own preferences. Look, we accept people who like Kokichi in this household, so we can accept everybody. You don't have much left? Really? Oh, is the intermission not actually an intermission? I assumed the intermission was like halfway. If we can clear through this in the next like hour, I'll keep going. Yeah, I want to keep going. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep going.
Well now.
Looks like we've reached the intermission segment, which means it's time for our Guess the Victim quiz! A victim quiz, not a culprit quiz? The only victims that are the only victims are the people who are still watching this drawn out boring crap. Why are you being such a downer all of a sudden?
It's okay.
It is okay. I am sure everyone is happy. How do you know? We could be skipping this entire conversation for all you know. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. I'm the real victim here. Me! Why are you getting upset? If anything, I'm the real victim. I gotta put up with all this nonsense all the time.
Absolutely
That's the right answer, Monodam. Why? He hasn't said anything. Exactly, because there are no victims. Yep, even if you're killed in this killing game, you're a winner. Because then everyone mourns you, and you get tons of posthumous popularity. Oh, Daddy, you don't need to reveal these kinds of behind-the-scenes details.
Right.
Are you laughing that I'm saying daddy? Yeah, you should have heard earlier. Damn! Donnie makes you more popular, whatever. I didn't. Did he say Monodam should die? Let me see how much you have left. I mean, if like I said, if we're like close enough that I can go through it within the next hour. Oh, we gotta die soon too. Monodam's like, yes, kill. Did they just call the main bear daddy? Oh, poor. Chat. Did anyone get the clip from earlier? Hour and a half-ish. Oh. Do I have time for an hour and a half? Is that just to end the trial to get to the execution? Because that might be too long. If it's hour and a half-ish, I think I'm gonna call it here. But yeah, chat. Does anyone did anyone clip earlier? I didn't think you wanted it clipped. Yeah, but when I say don't clip that, that's obviously the time to clip it.